it's going to be a test for them too. You know, you look at them, they haven't played anybody like Indiana either. Illinois can throw the football pretty well, but they can't do it both like Indiana can. So it's a huge test for Nebraska, too.
When you look at Indiana today from an offensive perspective, obviously Curtis Rourke has been phenomenal throughout this 6-game portion of the schedule. But today he's going to face a defense that may put a little more pressure on him than he's used to.
Yeah, they may. I think it all comes down, again, what we talked about is the up front. Can they run the football with the offensive line? Can they handle those big guys at Nebraska and be able to run the football, take some pressure off that? Play action has saved Rourke because then first down they play, and second down they don't get in a lot of third and longs where he has to drop back and handle all that pressure. So if they can keep him out of those situations, I think they got a chance. Northwestern, they got him in those situations and almost they had a game record in this sack a dude that really almost caused Indiana a huge problem because they were in that third down drop back mode where they had to throw it. They got to stay out of that.
Without doubt, Indiana's defense, I think, has played well. Complimentary football, I guess, is the way to play it at this point. But they have shown that they can be moved a little bit.
Yeah, and everybody can be. They've got some holes. There's no question about that. But they're a really sound defense. The thing that I think is going to be a difference for them is turnovers. They just have not turned the ball over. That would make a huge difference. I mean, they've been able to survive the offensive turnovers that Indiana's given, but they have not created a lot yet. I'm looking forward to see if that can happen today. That'll be a huge plus for Indiana.
They have put pressure on quarterbacks before this season, and obviously a freshman quarterback for Nebraska gives you an opportunity there.
Yeah, they pressure about 46% of the time. I'm not a big stat guy, but looking at it, they bring 5 guys an awful lot. Again, Nebraska's going to try and do the same thing. They're going to try and keep him out of the pocket. They're going to try like heck not to get in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 20. But if they can do that, both teams are trying to do the same thing. Every offense is. Nebraska's going to try and run the football. They're going to play a bunch of tight ends. Their offensive line's big. They're going to try and pound it, play action pass with him, roll him out, try and keep him away from those situations too. So both teams are going to try and do the same things on offense.
And that brings up the point, if Nebraska is effective at running the football today, they're going to try and possess it as much as they can and keep it out of Indiana's offensive hands.
Yeah, the interesting thing, Indiana has run the ball pretty well, but man, they get such big chunks. They don't possess the ball a whole lot. They can't take the ball and, I mean, they've done it, but their chunks of runs are like 10, 12, not 70 yet maybe, but Nebraska is a little bit more 5-ish, 3rd and 2, make it more like the old school offenses. They use tight ends and fullbacks in this thing, which I'm looking forward to. But they're not as explosive as Indiana is. So that means they're going to have to make more plays because the drives are going to last longer. That's in Indiana's favor, too.
Without doubt, this Indiana football team has given this fan base something to cheer about, and they have showed up in droves here today. A sellout crowd has been announced. We still have a lot of seats here to the left of us that aren't filled yet, and there's one little corner on the other side of the stadium too, but for the most part, this place is already full, and we don't have kickoff yet.
No, and there's are they streaming in? No, they're not streaming in yet. But I think the Fox thing was a huge success. It looked like.
Yeah.
Barstool Sports was here. That was a huge success. Well, it's a great event. Whether it's sold out, okay, it's sold out. But the enthusiasm here, no matter how many people here, the enthusiasm is going to be awesome.
Fantastic, no question about it. Today's injury report brought to you by Indiana University Health. For the highest performing orthopedic care, just visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho. Indiana has no significant injuries to speak of other than the kickers that have been ruled out of this ball game once again. But other than that, Indiana's ball club is as healthy as they've been. And you can hear them right now. They're getting revved up to welcome this Hoosier ball club onto the football field here momentarily. Our injury report, as always, brought to you by Indiana University Health. For the highest performing orthopedic care, just visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho. back in a moment. But first, our pregame show has been brought to you by IU Credit Union. We started a credit union and created a community. IU Credit Union, an official partner of IU Athletics. We'll return with the starting lineups and the kick right after these messages. This is Indiana University football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network.
And we're joined now by Deb O'Connor from the Whirlpool Corporation. And Deb, can you share with us the theme for this upcoming habitat build?
Yeah, this year our theme is sustainable communities, and this will be the fourth house we've built in the neighborhood where we install solar panels. And these are incorporated through Habitat's Build Better with Whirlpool program to reduce energy consumption and promote renewable energy. By focusing on renewable energy, we're not just building homes, but creating a model for eco-friendly communities that can be replicated in other areas. And it's really a blend of environmental stewardship and community support. And it says that sustainable homes aren't just for consumers who can afford luxury.
What impact do you hope these renewable energy solutions will have on the local community?
Well, we're aiming to significantly reduce energy costs for residents and minimize their carbon footprint. This not only benefits the individual families, but also contributes to the sustainability of the entire community. And over time, we hope to see this approach adopted more widely, proving that renewable energy solutions are both practical and impactful at a community level. Additionally, each home will be equipped with an energy-efficient range, refrigerator, dishwasher, and disposer, all donated as part of our commitment to Habitat. And these appliances not only help reduce energy and water consumption, but also provide the families with modern, high-quality resources that support a more eco-friendly lifestyle.
How else is Whirlpool Corporation supporting habitat and sustainability?
Our Build Better with Whirlpool program has built 260 homes across the country that are energy efficient and climate resilient. And we just funded the next phase of the program to build about 50 net zero ready and net zero homes in the next year. And, really, we just love working with Habitat to bring these energy and cost savings to Habitat homeowners.
That was Deb O'Connor from today's game sponsor, Whirlpool Corporation.
On the Neil Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
And it is a touchdown! The Hoosiers have knocked off the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette.
Hoosier football is on the air.
Breaks a tackle, down to the 5, touchdown Indiana! And how about that?
Brought to you by Smithville, at home and at work. Smithville is your local choice for internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Visit smithville.com for more information.
The celebration is on! Holy cow!
Kickoff is just moments away. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, here's Don Fisher and Buck Sewer.
Welcome back to the Rock Memorial Stadium as Indiana and Nebraska about to duel here today as Indiana goes after a 7th win without defeat. Nebraska stands 5-1 on the year, and they're looking to knock off this Hoosier ball club, who's ranked 16th and 18th in the country right now. We have an absolutely beautiful day here. Sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky, 71 degrees. Wind gust up to about 5 miles per hour. I don't know that you could call that a gust.
It's not a gust.
And 64 degrees right now here at kickoff time. So we are ready. Starting lineups look this way. First of all, for the Nebraska Cornhuskers offensively, Gunnar Gatula is the 6'6" left side tackle for the Nebraska Cornhuskers from Lincoln, Nebraska. Justin Evans is a 6'1" sophomore from East Orange, New Jersey at left guard. Ben Scott, the center, 6'5" senior from Honolulu, Hawaii. Henry Lutovsky, a 6'6", a junior from Crawfordsville, Iowa. And Bryce Bernhardt is the right tackle. He is 6'9", a senior out of Lakeville, Minnesota. The tight end is Thomas Fedoti. He's 6'6", 255, a junior from Council Bluffs, Iowa. The wide receiving core includes Jamal Banks, 6'4", senior from Washington, D.C., and Isaiah Nair, 6'4", senior from Fort Worth, Texas, and Janai Run Bonner. He is 6'2", a sophomore from Ellenwood, Georgia. The running back is Dante Dowdell. He is 6'2", 225, a sophomore, Picayune, Mississippi. And Dylan Raiola is the freshman quarterback at 6'3", 230 from Buford, Georgia. Indiana offensively will go this way. Carter Smith, sophomore from Powell, Ohio. Drew Evans, a sophomore from Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Mike Katic, the center, a 6'4 senior from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania. Bray Lynch, a redshirt sophomore from Austin, Texas. And Trey Wooding, a 6'7 senior from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Zach Horton is the tight end, the 6'4 senior from Roanoke, Virginia. The wide receiving core, Elijah Surratt, a 6'2 junior from Stafford, Virginia. Miles Price, 5'9 senior from Dallas, Texas. Miles Cross, 5'11 senior from Bowie, Maryland. And at running back, Tyson Lott will start the game today, a 5'9 senior from Staten Island, New York. And Curtis Rourke is the quarterback. He's 6'5", a senior from Oakville, Ontario. Been a long time, Buck Sewer, since I've been able to say this. But when that crowd started roaring when the Hoosiers ran onto the football field today, I had goosebumps.
Yeah, no question about it. Exciting time.
And this crowd roars as they get ready. Indiana is going to receive the opening kickoff today. Nebraska won the toss, and they have deferred. That's been kind of the story all season long. It seems like Indiana never wins the toss.
Well, that's okay. They're winning games.
That's exactly the only thing that matters.
I love this officiating crew, too. Now, everybody may hate it by the time this thing's over, but this crew is I don't know, since 6 years ago when I was doing this before, they're the best hustling together group in the Big Ten, in my opinion. Really like this crew. That's another plus for today's game.
All right, we're going to see who's kicking off here today. It looks like John Hole, a 6-foot redshirt freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska, is the kickoff man. And we are ready. Back deep for Indiana, Solomon Van Horst and Miles Price. Here's the kick. And we're in, coming down short. And Van Horst is going to call for a fair catch at the 9-yard line. So Indiana will take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of their first possession of the ball game today, as this Hoosier crowd awaits anxiously to see how this offense will perform against this very good Nebraska defense.
One of the things in warm-ups today, and you and I saw it, Nebraska got in a big circle and had two guys in the middle just ramming into each other. I guess they're looking to be physical today. I don't know. We'll find out if that did. I've never seen that before. And I've been around some physical football teams. I've never seen that before. Just ramming into each other. I thought they outlawed that thing.
Two receivers wide to the left side, but actually in pretty tight, along with Zach Horton, the tight end. To the near side is Elijah Surratt. And here's Curtis Rourke counting the signals and the shotgun offense. Here's the snap back to him. Looks to throw it. Fires it out here in the flat. Caught by Justice Ellison. And Ellison takes it across the 30-yard line. Gets it to about the 31. And Indiana picks up 7 on the first play of the ball game. Vincent Shavers comes up with a stop.
Good sign for Indiana. They rushed 3, but he had all the time in the world. The thing that is so good about Rourke, he went 1, 2, 3, found his back late, and got on a situation that didn't look real good for a really good first down play.
3 receivers in tight to the right side and 1 to the far side. And in motion now, they've changed the situation, and Horton and it looks like Jalen Price also over there, and they throw it out here, and the catch is made by Horton. He spins away from a tackle and moves his way up to just shy of the first down marker. They're going to mark him down just across the 33-yard line. Malcolm Hartzog made the good stop on the play. It's 3rd down and short.
Yeah, this is an important down right away here to see if Indiana can, and maybe they won't. Maybe they'll run pass check this thing if they can run the football against Nebraska. Nebraska's come in here with a 3-man front with 4 linebackers, which is a little bit different than I thought. Now they're going to a 4-man front. See if Indiana can take this 3rd and short and ram it down Nebraska's throat.
And it looks like Ellison's the running back. Horton now switches to the left side. It's 3rd down at about 1.5 yards. Here's the snap. Pitch out goes to Ellison. He pops it for a first down. He's got a big runway down to the 40-yard line. Finally caught up to it, the 30, and slid to the ground at the 25. Malcolm Hartzog makes the stop on the play, but Justice Ellison made him pay with a 42-yard run.
I've always said if you want to run inside, toss the football. That was a toss left that he looked like he was going to go outside. He cut it back like an inside zone. Nebraska got cut off on the backside, and a big, long run for Indiana. We talked about that. Big, explosive run plays are what Indiana is about.
And right now, Indiana has a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of Nebraska. Curtis Rourke waits the snap. And Tyson Lawton's in there as the running back. And he gets the call. He tries to cut outside, and he goes nowhere, and a flag comes down. Nash Hudmaker makes the stop in the play, but let's see what that flag is all about. It might be a hold. Now the referee.
Holdings. Offense number 62. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
I take it back. This officiating crew is no good.
Drew Evans is the guilty party, so the ball gets moved back to the 33-yard line, and now it's going to be 1st and 20.
You know, if you're going to hold, do a good job of holding. That time he didn't do it. He did hold, but he ran right through him. So puts Indiana really tough. And again, this is what Nebraska wants, getting Indiana behind the chains.
Zach Horton is way out here to the near side as the farthest wide receiver. It's an empty backfield for Rourke. Rourke fires it over the middle, caught by Miles Cross, and he makes the catch, and he picks up all 10 of the yards they lost on the penalty. John Bullock makes the stop on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, just being very patient right there, throwing that little hitch route. They love to do that against zone. Just get one of their receivers to hook up. It's 8, 9, 10 yards in there and just throw it to him. Again, no pressure on the quarterback.
Keyshawn Williams is checked in. Zach Horton comes to the sideline, so Indiana has 4 wideouts in the ball game. Surratt is the lone wide receiver to the far side. Lawton still the running back. Rourke in the shotgun, ready to take the snap on 2nd and 10. Here's the snap back. He dumps it over the middle, and a little slant across the middle, and Keyshawn Williams goes nowhere. He got stopped for maybe a yard loss in the play by McCabe Bayer, and obviously Nebraska ready for that play.
Yeah, a little screen play right there. Again, Indiana likes to do that on 2nd down and 10. Throw the ball short, let the backs run. That time, Nebraska did a nice job of smelling it out, but defeated 2 blockers that were out in front of that screen.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for Indiana. Miles Price is checked in. Justice Ellison is back in as the running back now. Elijah Surratt is split wide to the far side. Omar Cooper and Price wide to the near side. Here's the snap, and back goes Rourke. He looks, he's in trouble. He fires it out here. It's caught by Ellison. Pops his way all the way down to about the 15-yard line before he goes to the ground. Deshaun Singleton makes the stop in the play, but man, his quickness paid off big there. And now Indiana's got a 4th down and 2, and now they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it, no question about it. Zone defense again, Rourke kept looking and looking again, found the outlet to his back, and the back made some things happen. Just a little bit short. Big time 4th down play here.
Cooper, Price, and Cross are the wide receivers near side. Surratt wide to the far. Curtis Rourke awaits the snap. Ellison to his right in the gun. Man in motion is Cross to the far side. Here's the snap back to Rourke. He fires it over the middle. Caught! Indiana's got a 1st down at the 5-yard line, and Elijah Surratt, I believe, is the man who made the catch. Isaac Gifford, the man who made the stop. And, man, you talk about Johnny on the spot with that throw.
Yeah, they blitzed the linebacker that time again. Indiana just throws behind that linebacker all the time. Surratt's the guy that catches that ball over the middle. He's going to get popped. It doesn't matter to him. He catches the football and takes the hit.
And now, Indiana, everybody in tight this time. Nobody wide. Rourke awaits the snap. Ellison to his left. Here is the snap, the give. It is Ellison right up the gut. Touchdown, Indiana! Indiana scores in their first possession of the day. Ty Robinson tried to make the stop, but it was too late.
Really good sign. Just Indiana lined up and ran the football right at that strong front of Nebraska. Pounded it in for the touchdown. Tremendous statement opening drive.
No question about it. And Indiana able to throw the football at will, with the exception of one play that time, Buck. There was only pressure on Curtis Rourke one time.
But the big play there was the toss sweep that went from that first run that opened up the whole offense.
And we're ready for Radicic to kick the extra point. The kick is on its way, and Nicholas knocks it through. And Indiana takes a 7-0 lead with 9:35 to go here in the very first period of this contest. We'll be back in a moment. This is IU Football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
We know you're a fan, but is Hoosier pride in your blood? Here's your chance to prove it. This season, Abbott and the Big Ten are kicking off the largest blood donation competition of our lifetime to fight one of the worst blood shortages in a generation. Simply visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up for the We Give blood drive and help settle once and for all that the Hoosiers give the most spirit. Again, visit bigten.org/Abbott to sign up.
This is Hoosier football from Learfield.
Prairie Farms is an official partner of Indiana Hoosiers football. Each time you buy Prairie Farms dairy products, you are supporting local farm families right here in Indiana. We are committed to providing the highest quality, award-winning dairy products for your family to enjoy. Visit prairiefarms.com for recipes, coupons, and enter for a chance to win dairy prize packages. Support local dairy farmers and remember to drink local with Prairie Farms.
Hi, I'm Christian Lawrence.
And I'm Brad Lawrence at Goldcasters Diamonds of Fine Jewelry. And we just want to remind you how much the woman in your life really does love you.
Wow, but Dad, how can you know that?
Well, she puts up with his sports, doesn't she? She's letting him listen to the game right now.
True.
Because she is your biggest fan.
Always cheering you on.
So come to Goldcasters
for a little sparkling gift that reminds her
that you're her biggest fan, too.
Goldcasters at 2nd and Washington in Bloomington. Back once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana. The Hoosiers on the very first series of this football game. Take the ball on 8 plays, 75 yards, 5:25 off the clock. And Justice Ellison was special on that drive with a 43-yard run that kind of set up the red zone and the touchdown for Indiana. Of course, he scored the touchdown, which is his 7th scoring touchdown of the season. And he has been electric in this first drive of the ball game.
Yeah, catching passes, big time run, dominated Nebraska in every way right there. I mean, I don't know. I know you could probably have a better start, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how. I mean, because they threw it, they ran it, they dominated, made plays, 4th down conversion, did it all.
All right, back deep to receive this kick. And I believe, once again, we have Quinn Warren out there, the freshman who's been
I don't know how you
terrific job.
I don't know how you take him out of there. Do you?
Nope, can't do it. I mean, he's been tremendous ever since he came in for the 2 kickers that were hurt. And here comes the boot. End over end.
Well, maybe that's
in the
how.
corner. And
that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
That man steps out. He catches the ball at the 1-yard line and then stepped out of bounds. Ja'Cory Barney makes a huge mistake there, and that's where Nebraska will start this series at the 1. Holy cow.
We talked about how bad their kicking game is. It got worse. From bad to worse. That is awful.
Well, we have another timeout on the field. The score reads Indiana 7, Nebraska nothing. We're back in a moment. This is IU football on the Neil Tide Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
IU Credit Union. Buy a car, take a trip, see the sights, get away.
We can help make this happen. Come see us today.
Buy a ring, get married, start a family.
We've got your back. Find your destiny.
Buy a house, fix it up, turn it into a home.
We're here. You don't have to do it on your own. Let us help with your savings and loans.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase a dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Indiana Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you could always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to give you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this football season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers football games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Back once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana. And Indiana has put Nebraska, Nebraska's put Nebraska at the 1-yard line on their first kick return attempt today, as the return man, Barney, makes a mistake, goes to the corner where the ball was kicked to.
Probably out of bounds.
And yeah, I mean, if he would let that go, I think that ball would have been out of bounds, but he caught it, tried to balance himself, and he still went out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
I don't know if he tried to fair catch that or not, which is my only concern, is if you do fair catch it and then step out of bounds, what happens then? I don't know that answer.
I assume if the fair catch is made, that
in bounds, he gets fair catch, but he didn't. I guess he didn't, because they got the ball on the 1-yard line. And let me tell you, I hope Indiana gets really aggressive here, because this is 2 points and waiting to happen, or more.
Let's see who the running back is. Dowdell is the guy that they
he's their guy.
Have back there. So I would assume Dowdell will be the running back.
Well, just look down the field. That's a long ways to go. Look at the length of that field.
That's 99 yards.
Yeah, it is.
Boy.
It sure is. That's good math.
Raiola will line up under center right at the goal line. Dowdell is the running back. They hand it to him. He breaks the tackle and gets it out to about the 3-yard line. So it's a 2-yard gain. It'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, regular I formation. Lead the fullback in there with an ISO. They got everybody blocked that time, so they are able to escape. It looks at this point, at least, a 2-point play. Safety for Indiana, but there's still a whale of problems right here.
Elijah Hardy, the freshman, redshirt freshman from Lakeland, Florida, made that stop. Now it's second down and 8. Raiola in the shotgun. This time he's going to throw it. He fires it off, and he throws it out of bounds. It'll be third down.
I don't know. They're going to look at this and see if that's... Oh, they thought there was a guy in the area.
Was in the area.
I don't know. I don't know.
That looked almost like grounding.
He didn't like the slant. Just threw it over his head, kind of, but he didn't throw it over his head. The slant was open. I don't know what I saw there, but he did throw that ball out of bounds. There's no question about that.
Raiola in the shotgun. Dowdell to his left. Takes the snap. Wants to throw again. He's going to look. He fires it out here. And the catch is made at about the 12-yard line. And we'll see where they mark the ball.
Wow.
It is right at the 12, and that's a first down.
Great coverage right there, too, Don.
Thomas Fedoni makes the stop, or as the reception, I should say, and Sean Asbury the stop. But they do get out of trouble here, so now it's 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You saw the arm strength there, arm talent of Raiola. That thing didn't take long to get there.
Raiola awaits the snap. Dowdell to his left. Here's the snap back. Dump pass out here in the screen, and a quick hit in a hurry that time. Aiden Fisher got over there and slugged him to the ground. Fedoni, the tight end, actually was the man who got the football in his hands, and so it's going to be second down and 9.
They misread a blitz by Indiana. Faked the blitz, came out of it, and made a play on the screen.
Here's Raiola. Fires it out here to the right side, and it's way overthrown. The intended receiver on that play was Jamal Banks, but that ball was nowhere near the receiver. Jameer Johnson had the coverage on the play, and now it's another third down.
He threw that one away, too, because the coverage was right there. The corner was off, and then on the snap, he went into cover 2 look, and there was nothing there, so he threw that ball out of bounds again.
Third down and 9. Raiola ready to take it out of the gun. Here's the snap back, wants to throw. Pressure comes. He gets away and throws it out of bounds. Great job by Indiana's defense, and the Hoosiers have forced a punting situation for the Cornhuskers.
Indiana brought 7. They had an unblocked blocker right in his face. Really had no chance of getting that completed. Indiana not only blitzed, but had great coverage on it. Indiana at this point has got these receivers locked up pretty darn well. They've completed a couple passes, 1 pass, but there is no room No separation for those receivers for Nebraska.
Brian Buschini is the punter for this Nebraska club, and he is really good. Averages about 47 a punt.
She had a few blocked, though.
Here's a kick on its way. It's a low driver. Going to bring down a Miles Price at the 35. Price looking for running room. Sprints to the outside. Turns it up inside. Gets across the 50. And he's finally gang tackled to the ground. Why won't they blow the whistle, for heaven's sakes? They finally did. Took them forever to seemingly do it, but Indiana's in Nebraska territory. Sierra Wright is the man who made the stop, and that was a 52-yard punt, a 20-yard return.
That's what happens if you've had a couple of punts blocked. All of a sudden, you're working on protection, and your coverage falls apart.
Well, the red hat is out there once again, so we'll take a break here. Be back in a moment. This is IU Football on the Neil Tide Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/Bloomington Ortho.
The Indiana Hoosiers play here all season long. This is Indiana football from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
The time to start your new adventure is now. It's your local Ford dealer's SUV season. Now is your chance to save big on the full lineup of Ford SUVs. It's time to get out there in the new Ford Explorer. Take on the everyday with Ford Escape. Discover new roads with the full-size Bronco and Bronco Sport. Get ready to leave the world behind with great lease offers and big cash back. But don't wait, these special deals won't last. Check out Ford SUV season at buyfordnow.com and then head over to your local Ford dealer today.
What is this guy yelling about?
Welcome back once again here to the Rock Memorial Stadium. He's just talking to the crowd.
It's the tricycle race. I'd be hollering too.
All right, our score is 7-0 Indiana. 7:39 to go here in the first half. Indiana's forced to punt on Nebraska's first possession, giving up only 1 first down in that series, and now Indiana will take over the football. Today's game sponsored by Smithville. Smithville connects Hoosiers at home and at work through internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Stick with the home team. Visit smithville.com for more information.
This tricycle down here at the bottom needs John Herrick's help. There's no question about it. She's not even using the pedals. She's walking the tricycle. She's not well. She is last, but not.
She's not last.
No, but
she's going to be second.
This is the biggest blowout in tricycle race history.
Ricky Bobby says if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of lasts out here. I'm not so sure first isn't last in that one.
Electric Plus is powering IU country with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Kokomo, and Lafayette. Choose Electric Plus to be your best electrical contractor, period. For more information, visit electricplus.com. Well, Indiana.
Yeah, if I'm Nebraska right now, I'm puckered up a little bit, man.
Anderson Kobe splits to the far side of the field. Over there with him is Keyshawn Williams. Miles Cross is also to the far side. And here's the snapback. And back goes Rourke. He has time. Throws it out here. Catch is made. And it is Miles Cross. He carries it for a first down. Gets it all the way down to the 34-yard line before Malcolm Harzak can take him to the ground. So Indiana with a 1st and 10.
Well, the question's been answered about handling the pass rush with 4 people for Nebraska because Indiana has handled it extremely well. Not even close to Rourke.
Keyshawn Williams, Anderson Kobe, and I think that is nope, it's Cross out there. There's 3 wide receivers to the far side. Here's the snap, and this time the handoff, and nowhere to go this time, I think, is Justice Ellison. Yep, Ellison couldn't get going that time, and James Williams stops him for a loss of the play, so Indiana's going to be in a 2nd down and 13 situation.
Yeah, a lot of penetration on that right side of the offensive line that time.
And Zach Horton splits to the far side of the field as a wide receiver this time. He's out there with Elijah Surratt. 2 wide receivers near side. Williams and Cross, it looks like. In motion goes Horton to the far side. Here is a throw out here. The catch is made. And the catch by Cross, and he runs his way down to around the 25-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark him out. I think the 26. So Indiana has now a 3rd down and makeable 2 yards.
It just looks so easy for Indiana, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, he just looks at left to right and finds an open player, and it's 8 yards. It's just amazing. 9 yards. Just amazing what Rourke can do with great protection by that offensive line again.
Rourke waits the snap. Curtis ready to take it. Yep, now he checks the sideline. We got Cross as the wide out to the near side. 3 receivers to the far, including Keyshawn Williams. Here's the snap back. Curtis Rourke looks. Throws it over the middle. Ball is dropped.
Wow.
And this time it's Zach Horton, and that doesn't happen very often.
Well, I'm not sure I've heard you say that this year. That ball is dropped. That ball was right on it. This is maybe a little high. Good protection again. Ball might have been just a bit high. Tough catch, but he's got to make that.
Indiana started to have a couple receivers break the huddle, but then they stopped and came back to the huddle. And so here's Curtis Rourke. And now we got a timeout being called.
Timeout.
Indiana,
they're first of the half.
wanting to make sure of what they've got here with a 4th down and 2 situation coming up. And they're going to call another timeout here. We've gotten 3 in already, so we're going to keep this one right here with us and pass along a couple of messages. You know, hey, Hoosier football fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. Expect the expected, SeatGeek. And don't forget, Finney Hospitality Group, owner of Yogi's, Social Cantina, The Tap, and Smokeworks, proudly supports IU Athletics. Join us at our local spots to celebrate every victory this season. Go Hoosiers. Well, Buck, right now, Indiana has dominated this football game, even though it's early, obviously, with a 7-0 lead. But Indiana has, I'm sure, wanting to make sure this 4th down and 2 situation is converted.
Yeah, my guess is it ended up being a little longer than they anticipated and got to playing a little bit late and decided to just think about it a little bit here. It may be even they go field goal here because it's a pretty good 4th down look here, but we'll see.
Well, Kurt Cignetti and his offensive staff have done a remarkable job with his football team, and you're going up against a defense that's very good, and no question about that, and they haven't looked very good yet.
No, they're not. They have done, Indiana basically has done whatever they wanted to them. 1 drop pass away from continuing this drive. Be interested to see what they do. This 4th down is a little bit more significant. With a 7-0 lead here, I don't know what the analytics talk about, but we'll see what happens. I think they'll probably go for it, but I wouldn't be mad at them if they kicked it.
52,000 here today. I would say that the 400 or 500 extra seats that there may be sporadically spread around this place, but it is a packed house. It is so good to see here at Indiana University, and obviously the football fans buying into the success of this ball club.
Buying in strong, bringing their voices with them, enthusiasm, along with their seats. So it's exciting.
Right now, these 3-minute timeouts that they're got in this ball game today are taking a lot of time up here.
You're doing a great job. I'm just sitting over here looking at my shade people over here.
Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud to bring you better Hondas for a better Indiana. Award-winning Hondas built right here in Indiana in our local factories. Search your local Honda dealer for a great deal on a new Honda.
It's probably too long for these coaches to thought process. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. What do you think of this?
Yep, I would imagine that's the case.
Yeah.
Well, we are ready.
And they're breaking with the quarterback.
Yep, so it's going to be a 4th down and 2 try for Indiana. The ball resting at around the 26.5-yard line. Kalon Black is now in the ball game as the running back. Elijah Surratt will split to the far side, I believe. Now they break the huddle. Zach Horton's over there too, but they're all in tight to the left side, along with Keyshawn Williams. To the right side is Miles Cross. Now the receivers break out and line up to the far side. Here's a man in motion, and now the snap back to Rourke. He looks, and he gets pressure, and he's in trouble. He gets sacked. Back at the 35-yard line, and Mekhi Bayer was the man who came in and made the stop, his second stop of the day.
It looked to me like they fooled Rourke for the first time. Well, maybe not the first time, but not very often. They fooled him. He thought it was zone because when he went in motion, nobody went with him, so he thought it was zone. It ended up being man coverage. They just passed it off and blitzed him. He wasn't expecting it. Didn't throw the ball as quickly as he had to. Unblocked player, and he tried to duck under it, which is what he usually does, and couldn't get it done.
Isaiah Nair is the wide receiver to the far side of the field as they take over at their own 35-yard line. We're talking about Nebraska now. And here's the snap back. And Raiola wants to throw it. He's going to go deep and no way to get there. That ball was way overthrown once again, and Nair was the guy they were trying to go to.
Yeah, he held him. That's why it was so overthrown. Up and out move. And when he went out and up, he got held.
Pass interference. Defense number 9. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
I'd have called that holding because I think it started before the throw, but it was close enough where they gave them 15 yards.
So Jameer Johnson is the penalty gatherer.
That was worth the hold because that was going to be a touchdown.
1st and 10 for Nebraska.
They were pass interference.
Raiola steps back in the gun. Here's the snap back, wants to throw again. Looks, now gets pressure, dumps it out here in the flat, and the man is hit immediately, and a nice stop on Thomas Fedoni, the tight end, as the Hoosiers come up with the stop after a 5-yard gain. Jameer Johnson makes the tackle.
Well, they hit the quarterback, but he was able to, he's a big, strong guy. Before he fell to the ground, he was able to get it loose on his outlet for a good first down play. 2nd
down and 5 in Hoosier territory now for Nebraska. He moves Dowdell to his right. Here's the snap back. Raiola looks, now dumps it out to Dowdell out of the backfield, and he's got a first down as he heads out of bounds, crossing the 40-yard line. Linnell Carr forces him out, but they pick up yardage to about the 41. They're going to call it the 41 is where he went out, so it's shy of a first down.
Missed tackle out there. About 4 yards gained after the missed tackle.
3rd down and 1. Raiola awaits the snap, gets it, hands it off this time. Dowdell's got a spin move and makes his way for an easy first down and then some to the 32-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for the Nebraska Cornhuskers as they start the move. Amari Farrell makes the stop on that play.
Run blitz by Indiana, but they ended up running inside the run blitz. Nebraska doing a nice job up front.
Dowdell to the right of Raiola. 3 receivers, 1 far, 2 to the near side.
Not much running here.
No, not.
I mean, it's all passing for Nebraska.
Dowdell moves to the left. Here's the snap. He's going to get the call this time, and this time he's going nowhere. They stop him for a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9 as Aiden Fisher makes the tackle for Indiana.
Maybe that's why. First down, Indiana stuffs the first down run, which is what they have to do.
They line up quickly. Raiola ready to take the snap. 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Raiola in the gun, takes the snap, looks over the middle. Pressure comes, gets away, rolls to his right, throws the football, threw it in the ground. Not a good play. And Marcus Burris Jr. was putting a lot of heat on that time, and there were a couple other players that were getting in there as well.
Way too much time, though.
Yep.
He was able to look at that a long time. Wide receiver was wide open on the corner, but he wouldn't be able to get his feet underneath him to make that throw. Good pressure by Indiana, but it was a little late.
On this drive, 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions for the Cornhuskers. And Raiola awaits the snap, gets it, and dumps it over the middle. Catch is made, and a first down And this time they go over the middle. And Amari Farrell again comes up with a tackle on the play. Not quite sure the receiver on that play was. Looked like it may have been Barney.
Going right into the student section. Come on, students.
Yep, they're going to it.
Looks like Signetti wants a timeout. Or he wants them to look at the play. One of the two.
Ball's at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They give the football off and nowhere to go once again. This time, the running back is Barrett Libintrit, and he is stopped cold. Nowhere to go. And Terry Jones Jr. comes up with a stop. So the ball marked just shy of the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and we're going to call it a long 9.
Yeah, their first down runs have not been effective for Nebraska, but they've been able to come up with some plays in the passing game.
So Raiola once again ready to take the snap. I think Ramir Johnson is now, Ramir Johnson is now the running back to the left of Raiola. Here's the snap, and Raiola's going to run with it. Takes it right up the gut and carries it down to the 11-yard line. Actually the 12, and just shy of a first down. Jones again makes the stop on the play, but now it is 3rd down and 1 for the Cornhuskers.
Thank goodness he's not a great runner, because that was a speed option that Indiana took the pitch. He was keeping the football, and he just kind of dove forward without being hit.
Dowdell again is the running back. Indiana changes defensive players in the ball game.
A little confusion here for Indiana.
Now we're ready. Raiola ready to take the snap. Dowdell to his right. Dowdell gets the call. He gets hit. They go. They stop him dead. They lose about a half yard as Jalen Walker comes up and makes the hit. And Dowdell goes to the ground. It's 4th down and now a long 1.
With their kicking problems, they got to go for it.
C.J. West coming back in for IU. Raiola looks to the sideline. A couple of changes for the offensive line.
I think they've got 6 offensive linemen in there.
Yep. They're in tight. Everybody in tight. This is a pistol look.
This looks a lot like Indiana 1987 right here.
I formation. And now, timeout's called by Nebraska.
Timeout, Nebraska.
That gets the Indiana crowd excited.
30-second timeout.
So this will be a short timeout here. And we'll remind everybody that Coors Light, Mount Cold Refreshment, choose Chill, official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly.
Yeah, the clock got way down on them that time. They had to rethink what they were doing.
So Indiana trying to get a stop here on 4th down. The kicking scenario for the Cornhuskers, not good. Tristan Albano is their best kicker, and he has been out for the last couple of weeks with an injury. John Hull is the guy that's replaced him, and Hull has made only one of 5 field goal attempts.
Yeah, 1 of 5. And it cost them significantly in their 1 loss.
So right now, they're going forward on 4th down and 1. Ball is resting just shy of the 12-yard line. He's got to get it to the 11. Indiana stopped him on that last play. My gut is Raiola may try to run this himself or hand it off. They get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Here's the snap. The give goes to Dowdell. He pounces way forward. He lost the football. Indiana may have recovered it. They think they have. Let's wait and see till they unpile.
They're not sprinting off the field, though.
Indiana football.
Now they are.
Wow. How about that? And Jacob Mangum Farrar is the guy who recovers it for the Hoosiers. So Indiana takes over the football, and they force a turnover on the Cornhuskers offense.
We talked about it beforehand. Indiana needed to force some turnovers today. That's 1.
I'm telling you what, Buck. This team does some amazing things, and I say that only because we haven't had a chance to see those kind of amazing things for a long time.
Well, defensively, they're just so opportunistic. You know, they respond to turnovers against them. They get one here. Under a lot of pressure right there. That was a first down, but they were able to strip the ball as the back spun around. Really good play.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. And Mangum Farrar, Johnny on the spot to recover it. And now Curtis Rourke in the offense back in the field at the 12. And Indiana shifts around. Two H-backs on either side, one on either side. Here's the snap, and this time the give goes to Tyson Lawton. Lawton carries for a tough 2 yards, maybe 3. Elijah Judy makes the stop in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Now, this is a tough bunch to run the football against. You can see that. They got the one toss play that cut back against this Nebraska defense, but handing the ball off is going to be tough duty against this Nebraska front.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Now Zach Horton gets in tight as the H-back on the right. Here's the snap and the handoff again. Tyson Lawton cuts outside, breaks across the 20. He's got a first down as he gets it to about the 23 where he goes to the ground. And Indiana with another nice run. Sierra Wright makes the stop on the play.
That's what he does so well. Again, we talked about how strong that front is, but he is able to not like what's in front of him, but he's got enough quickness to pop outside. If you don't get an edge on him, he's going to pop it outside.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And we have come to the end of the first period here. And this Indiana crowd loving what they've seen so far. Indiana 7, Nebraska nothing. 15 minutes of football gone by and 45 left. We're back in a moment. This is IU football on the Neil Tide Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Did you know that Prairie Farms Rich and Creamy Premium Small Batch Vanilla Ice Cream is now available in family-sized pails? That's right. Prairie Farms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream is now available in a larger size for the whole family to enjoy. It's made in small batches using only the finest ingredients for that rich and creamy taste that only real ice cream can deliver. Look for new family-sized pails of Prairie Farms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream at your favorite grocery store. Visit prairiefarms.com for recipes and coupons.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome back once again to the Rock Memorial Stadium, where Indiana leads Nebraska 7-0 after one period of play, and Indiana forced a turnover, got the ball back, has picked up a first down since then, and the Hoosiers once again on the move. Don't forget to join Coach Kurt Signetti at 7:05 on Thursday nights throughout the football season for Inside IU Football. It's presented by CommunityCars.com and hosted live at Hoosier Hanks, east off of College Mall Road in Bloomington. Buck Indiana's defense comes through again. They force a turnover. They get the ball back, and now the offense is back on the field with a chance to move the football down the field once again.
Yeah, they survived a Nebraska drive that was pretty darn good itself. But again, if you don't allow big plays, they got to make a bunch of plays. And that was a long drive of trying to make plays for Nebraska. They couldn't make enough. Indiana comes up. Jalen Walker put his helmet on that football, it sounds like to me. Knocked it loose, and Indiana gets it. Again, opportunistic team football. That's the way it works.
It is. It really is. And Kurt Signetti and his staff do a magnificent job of getting guys to understand that role. Complementary football is not the easiest thing in the world by any stretch.
No, but what helps them, and I don't want to, you put too much, I was a coach, so I understand all that, coaching, but they got a lot of good players and experienced players that came with them that have been a really good player. I don't ever want to take anything, because the game is the player's game. So the players are doing all this. Coaching staff, okay, great. They're doing a wonderful job. They are. I'm not taking anything away from them. But this is an experienced football team that has a mission themselves, and they are playing with that mission.
They are doing exactly that, and back out on the field comes the offense now. Curtis Rourke leads them out. Actually, he trails them out. He always comes out last.
Yeah, he always comes out last. And I love the huddle. Everybody facing towards Nebraska, staring them down. Quarterback behind him, facing the Nebraska. I don't know. Nebraska must not be able to hear him. I don't know. He's staring, looking right at him. I don't understand it at all, but I love it.
Wide receivers, 2 to the right side, 1 to the near. And the quarterback, Curtis Rourke, has Zach Horton in motion to the far side of the field. Rourke takes the snap, looks over the middle, throws the football, and Elijah Surratt with a tremendous leaping catch over the shoulder, had to turn around, grabs the football. He goes down to the 47-yard line of Nebraska.
He threw that ball 5 yards before Surratt even turned around. Great throw, great acrobatic catch.
And a quick snap as Rourke hands this one off this time. And he has got Tyson Lawton again powering his way forward for a tough 3-yard gain. Isaac Gifford makes the stop for the Cornhuskers.
I love the fact they can quick tempo after a big play. Nebraska runs down there, gets themselves looking at the sideline, and then the ball is coming right up at him with a run.
Justice Ellison checks in as the running back now. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. That's Surratt. This guy is money. They call him the Waffle House because he's open 24/7.
Oh, boy.
And that's the truth. Here's the snap. Rourke back again to throw. He's going down the field, and oh, what a catch! Unbelievable! That was Omar Cooper Jr. who makes an incredible catch. Goes to the ground. Buford on the stop, but Indiana's got a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A 43-yard toss. And they're going quick again. Here's the snap. And Rourke out to the sideline. Touchdown! Miles Price with the reception for the score.
Well, that's not coaching, Don. That's players right there. 2 receivers making fabulous catches with the quarterback throwing the ball perfectly. And then a really good coaching move by doing a fast-paced wide receiver screen for the score.
Omar Cooper's catch was spectacular.
It's just, at some point you just go, yeah, it's a good catch.
36 yards on that one.
Because they all do it. They're spectacular. I mean, those guys can really make plays.
And Nicholas Radicic on the field to attempt the extra point kick. Langston the snapper, Evans the holder. The kick is up, and it is through. And Indiana has put 14 on the scoreboard. We have 13:37 to go here in this first half of play. And Indiana's on top 14-0. Back in a moment. This is IU football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
This is the time to trade to a new Honda. Get more for your trade than ever before. Then save thousands with low 1.9% APR financing. All Hondas are in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs. Come in and trade today. Get more for your trade and save on a new Honda, like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing fees eligible. Qualified buyers offer ends 10/30/2024.
This is Hoosier football from Learfield.
Attention Hoosier fans. Whether you're in town for a big game or reconnecting with old friends, the IU Hotel and Biddle Conference Center at the Indiana Memorial Union is your home away from home. Enjoy first-rate amenities in the heart of Indiana University. Experience the charm of College Town while staying just steps away from all the action. Visit imu.indiana.edu for more information. Go Hoosiers!
How many devices are connected to Wi-Fi in your home today? Televisions, smartphones, video doorbells, maybe even your refrigerator. It's a lot to put together into one seamlessly connected Wi-Fi solution. Smithville has just what you need to customize your ultra-fast Wi-Fi experience throughout your home. Learn how Smithville's new managed Wi-Fi service keeps you connected to what matters. Call 800-742-4084 or visit smithville.com to learn more.
Welcome back once again to Memorial Stadium here in Bloomington, where this Indiana football team continues its onslaught here today. And I say that in the sense that Nebraska's defense given so much credit coming into this ball game, but yet Indiana's offense has not been stopped in the 2 drives that they've had so far this year. Well, they've had 3, I guess. Yeah, 2. And obviously, but here's the thing. We just don't see this a lot, or we haven't seen this a lot in Indiana over the years, especially here in recent seasons. And all of a sudden, we've got an offense that is absolutely dynamic.
It is. But there's been dynamic offenses here. Remember, I mean, there has been.
A long time ago.
Well, not even Kevin Wilson's offenses were extremely dynamic. The difference is this defense plays really good, too. The whole bunch is really good. Now, I got to tell you, and we talked about it, good players win games. And Indiana's players are better than Nebraska's players. They're getting coached good because Nebraska's right there. They're right there. But Indiana's making the catches and Nebraska's not.
Here is Quinn Warren's kick. It's an end-over-end job that's coming down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback brought out to the 25 for Nebraska. So the Cornhuskers will have an opportunity.
Nebraska's probably glad he didn't catch that and run out of bounds at the 5.
So the ball will be spotted at the 25 of the touchback. 14-0, 13:37 on the clock here in this first half of play. And the quarterback for Nebraska, Dylan Raiola, has thrown it a lot already in this contest.
Way more than I thought. Way more than I thought. I'm not sure what they're thinking there is, but they are throwing it a lot more than I thought they would be.
Raiola awaits the snap. I believe that's Dowdell to his left. Here's a little jet sweep on the left side, and they bring him down. A good 5-yard gain, however, for the Huskers. Ja'Cory Barney on that sweep, and Mikhail Kamara makes the stop for Indiana, so it'll be second down at 5.
They love that jet sweep. I'm surprised they waited this long to get it pulled out of their playbook, but they love it. Again, that forces the defense to play sideline to sideline. Pretty good job by Indiana running that down, though.
Banks and Barney are the wide receivers near side, 2 to the far. Here's a give this time. That Dowdell, and he carries it across the 35, so he's got a first down. Aiden Fisher makes the stop once again for IU, but a couple of nice runs here for Nebraska.
Nebraska, everything's a struggle, though, don't you think, Don?
Yep, no question. And they're going in a hurry this time. Under center, Raiola. Reeves back, throws a little dump pass out here, and the catch is made, and down to the ground goes the football at the 45-yard line, and it was Jalen Lloyd who made that reception. Aiden Fisher makes the tackle, but they're starting to pick up some ground here offensively for Nebraska.
Well, Nebraska needs 7 points here bad, otherwise they're going to get run out of the stadium.
Here's the snap. Raiola hands it off once again, and this time no place to go for Emmett Johnson, who tried to go up the middle that time, and it'll be a short gain on the play, but it is good enough for a first down. Linnell Carr makes the stop. And they're going in a hurry now, Buck.
Yeah, the clock's working against them a little bit here.
1st and 10, the ball at the 46 of Nebraska. Raiola checks at the offensive line, looks to the sideline. And now ready to take the snap. Gets it, looks, throws it out here. It's about of the backfield again. This time it is Emmett Johnson, and there's a flag that goes down here. And we'll see what that's all about. Terry Jones makes the stop on the play.
It looked to me like it was a low block, but from Nebraska's standpoint.
Illegal block in the back.
Yep.
Offense number 4. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That's the wide receiver, Jamal Banks, who makes that critical mistake for Nebraska. So they'll walk the ball back.
Big difference in the two teams, Don. Nebraska makes mistakes. Indiana doesn't.
Ball is resting at the 37-yard line.
That's where the coaching part comes in.
Yes, sir. They've been 2 games in which Indiana's been penalized quite a bit. One of those, I think they had 14 penalties in that one ball game, but they haven't been penalized hardly at all the last 2 weeks. Here's the snap, and Johnson again. No place to go. He is stopped in the backfield. James Carpenter came in this time and makes the hit. They bring him down at the 35-yard line, and all of a sudden, this Indiana football team, they find ways. They just find ways. It's 2nd and 21.
Well, they run a lot of different defensive fronts, and they all of a sudden they make a penetration and make a play and put Nebraska in, after a penalty, in some real serious field position.
2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far. Raiola takes the snap. Back to go. He is going to throw it, and he finally gets one over the middle, and the catch is made. Boy, he was open too, and that was a nice grab out there by Thomas Fedoni, the tight end. Jalen Walker had the coverage on the play and makes the tackle, but man, he got away from him, and that's a 25-yard pickup for Nebraska.
Yeah, and no pressure on the quarterback. He was able to stand there and pick apart that defense.
Ball at the 40-yard line. We got a man moving. The officials don't throw a flag, however. Here's the ball to the sideline, and now they do throw a flag on the near sideline. We'll see what that's all about. I think maybe this might be a penalty against the Huskers again.
Well, in Indiana, it looked like they might have went offsides, forced movement by the right tackle, but we'll see.
They were definitely pointing at the tackle for Nebraska.
There's nobody moving back.
Offside. Defense number 92. The penalties decline. The play results in a first down.
I'm still hot, even way up here.
Yeah.
I'm still.
The ball's down at the 21-yard line of Indiana. So again, Nebraska threatening here. Not quite in the red zone just yet, but they're right next to it. And receivers all in tight this time for the most part. Wide out to the far side is Banks, but he's not very far. Here's the snap, and here's another jet sweep on a reverse this time, and boy, they got him. He goes down to the 29-yard line. No place to go. Sean Asbury makes the tackle on the play. Banks the guy who had the football, and there was no place to go.
Yeah, that was a reverse from the wide receiver coming out here. Play fake inside, but Indiana has really scouted out that jet sweep. That's been a huge factor for this Nebraska offense in the first 6 games. Not so much today against Indiana.
That was a 7-yard loss in that play. And now Raiola with 2 receivers near, 2 to the far. Here's the snap back. Here's the throw to the sideline. And Indiana's defensive player, did they throw another flag?
Yeah, he was holding, pushed him out of bounds.
And so Indiana makes a mistake there with a penalty.
It's an automatic first down, too, and a really, really bad penalty.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
They called it on Elijah Hardy. And so the redshirt freshman makes a mistake there.
That guy was out of bounds.
Correction, the foul was on number 5. Number 5.
Okay, that was D'Angelo Potts who was credited with the mistake. And now the football's inside in the red zone. There's a little screen pass to the left side. And they've got a man running down there. That's Ja'Cory Barney, who makes the grab and then goes for about 6-7 yards on the play. We'll see where they spot it as Aiden Fisher makes the tackle. But again, Nebraska threatening here.
Wide receiver screen. Really patience by that wide receiver. Caught the ball and waited for his tackle to come all the way out to make a block for him. Got a nice first down play out of it.
The ball's at the 11-yard line. It is 2nd down, and they say that's 2nd and 3. Here's the snap and the handoff, and once again they go up the middle with Ramir Johnson, and Johnson gets it to about the 6-yard line. He's got a first down. Terry Jones makes the stop. He's been in a bunch of stops today, and we haven't said his name a lot so far this season.
Sometimes that off week, Don, guys rise up a little bit to get a chance to show themselves a little bit in some practices where they maybe don't necessarily need to, and get some playing time that week after.
Isaiah Jones steps in as a linebacker now. Here's Raiola in the shotgun and the pistol look. Here's the give, and Raiola keeps it. He goes down. Raiola faked the handoff, tried to sweep to the far side of the field and got knocked to the ground right about the line of scrimmage. D'Angelo Pons, the really tiny yet very effective defensive back, makes the stop.
Yeah, Pons had a big man in front of him. He was able to get underneath him and make the play there. That was a very poor block by Nebraska. Good job by Pons evading that thing, avoiding it, and making a play.
Second down and goal. Under center, Raiola. Raiola hands it off. This time it's Barney, and he takes it in the end zone. Ja'Cory Barney makes the run to the end zone that time, and nobody touched him.
Yeah, the jet sweep, and that time Pons couldn't avoid that offensive tackle. He came down there and drove him to the ground. There was nobody else there. Again, the jet sweep that time gets the touchdown for Nebraska.
3 penalties, 36 yards against IU in that drive, so that's not a good thing.
No, we just talked about penalties, making mistakes. Indiana made some really crucial ones there.
So now, extra point try, and I believe this is John Hull. Kick is on its way. It's up, and it is through. And so, Nebraska puts 7 on the board, and they pull with a one score. This Indiana football team with 7:40 to go here in the first half. We're back in a moment. This is IU football on the Neil Tyan Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
This is the time to trade to a new Honda. Get more for your trade than ever before. Then save thousands with low 1.9% APR financing. All Hondas are in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs. Come in and trade today. Get more for your trade and save on a new Honda, like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing fees eligible. Qualified buyers. Offer ends 10/30/2024.
This is Steve Webb with Electric Plus, a full-service electrical contractor powering Indiana with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Lafayette, and Kokomo. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers. We lead the league in new construction, expansions, modernizations, and service repair. Our team excels at industrial, commercial, residential, and 24/7 emergency coverage. Just like the Hoosiers desire to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. For more information, please visit electricplus.com and go Hoosiers.
Once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana. 7:40 to go here in this first half of play. Nebraska finally gets on the scoreboard, and Indiana with a 14-7 lead at this point. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Indiana University football. Check out the great menu at Hoosier Hanks, including pizzas, smash burgers, wings, and our mouth-watering steak sliders. We also have big screen TVs, a private party room, beer, wine, and 10 cocktails for under $10. Located 1285 South College Mall Road in front of the Kroger and HoosierHank.com.
We got an eating contest going on.
Hot dogs?
The hot dog guy is here.
Is that
I don't know what he's eating.
He's still eating them, whatever he's doing.
It's hot dogs.
They're getting ready to kick off.
Joey Chestnut.
Is he an Indiana guy?
Today he is. I don't know.
Well, then he's an Indiana guy.
We're pulling on all the stops. We saw a motorcade coming in. It It was either for John Mellencamp or Joey Chestnut. I don't know.
Well, maybe they had them both in there.
Maybe they were both in there. I didn't. Maybe the governor. I don't know who else would it be for. It's got to be for Mellencamp or Joey.
Here comes the kickoff for Brian Buschini for Nebraska, and coming down with it, Solomon Van Horst. He's going to run this one. Takes it up the middle, spins away from one man. But that's all the farther he's going to go.
He called a fair catch, but he
did.
He wanted to call it and didn't. He raised his hand about to his chest, and they gave him the fair catch look.
The player that caught the ball gave an invalid fair catch signal. By rule, the ball is dead. It belongs to Indiana at the 25-yard line. First down.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the dumbest.
Please adjust the game clock to 7:40.
I don't know.
7:40.
Invalid.
It was he wanted to call fair catch, decided not to. I watched him the whole way. He got his hand up a little bit,
Yeah.
And then he didn't pull. He didn't go all the way up. So I guess
no penalty.
No penalty. I don't know what that's about. But
here we go. Curtis Rourke ready to take the snap. Does so. Hands the ball off right up the middle. Justice Ellison, great spin move. Moves it all the way to the 37-yard line, a 12-yard gain. Isaac Gifford brought him down, but what a terrific spin move that was to get away from attack.
He made two moves inside there. Blocker right in front of him. He made two moves to make a cut. Just a tremendous run.
Now the pistol look, and Curtis Rourke hands it to Justice again. This time he tries the right side. Not nearly as much room this time. It only picks up 2. Isaac Gifford again on the tackle for Nebraska. So 2nd down and 8 for Indiana. The ball at the 38-yard line. 39 make it. This time Indiana huddles. Elijah Surratt's the wide receiver to the near side. We got 2 to the far. I think Ellison's still the running back as Rourke takes the snap, or will take it. Now you got a man in motion over there, Keyshawn Williams, and now the throw over the middle, and this ball is incomplete. Omar Cooper, the intended receiver, and I'll tell you one thing, Sierra Wright was all over his back on that play.
He was right there. Really good play, it looked like to me. He anticipated that slant, and it was almost in front of him. That was really a good defensive play. Now, there was a little contact, but I'm going to give that to him. That was a really good defensive play.
Ball's at the 39-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Indiana. Now Curtis Rourke in the gun. Gets the snap. Looks over the middle. Fires the football down here. Surratt makes another unbelievable grab. He is literally falling out of bounds when he made the catch. Tommy Hill is the coverage on the play, but Indiana's Elijah Surratt is absolutely phenomenal.
And you can't have a better throw. Threw it early, threw it right on the sideline, and Surratt turned his body and made the catch.
22 yards on the play, and Indiana lines up in a hurry. Curtis Rourke awaits the snap. Gives it a little time now. Gets it. Here's a throw to the far sideline. Catch is made. Out of bounds immediately. This time it's E.J. Williams that makes the reception. I'll tell you what, this guy spreads the ball around.
Yeah, and his arm strength is better than anybody talks about, because that's a long throw, and that was not that big a cushion, and it was hard enough and strong enough to get there in plenty of time on the sideline.
Omar Cooper comes back in and splits to the far side of the field. 2 receivers to the near. Still looks like Ellison is the running back alongside Rourke. Rourke takes the snap. Looks, steps up, he's going to run. He's at the 25, down to the 20, slides to the ground. They'll mark him down around the 22. But nope, they're going to mark him at the 21. That might be the most generous slide.
Oh, they're moving him back now.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, he started his slide way back there.
So at the 23-yard line is where they spot it down. The ball is 2nd down and about 6.
That starting your slide thing is that's tough duty, man. You start that slide, it looks like you got 4 yards more than they give you.
That's true. 3 wide receivers near side. Rourke in the gun awaits the snap. Man comes in motion, and they hand it off. It's Tyson Lawton right up the gut, down to the 10-yard line, and Lawton with another terrific drive right up the middle. Deshaun Singleton makes the stop, but it's a 14-yard gain, 1st and goal at the 9.
Little trap block in there. Nebraska couldn't close it quick enough, and he hit it quick. Straight up the gut, right where that strength of that Nebraska defense is.
Surratt, it's a wide receiver near side. Far side is Omar Cooper and Keyshawn Williams.
What an offensive job of following up that Nebraska scored.
Absolutely. That's that complimentary football we keep talking about.
Sure is.
Lawson to the right of Rourke. He takes the snap, and he throws it out here. It's caught by Zach Horton. And there's a flag down. We see him. The ball is going to be marked at the 6-yard line as Zach couldn't get away.
Quarterback got hit, Don.
Yep.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
And so the ball will be marked right around the 3-yard line. And Indiana knocked it at the door with a 1st and goal.
I know it's good, but I hate to see him get hit like that.
I agree.
He's
Did you see the offensive line guys clapping out there when they said it was a personal foul?
Yeah.
Because they knew he got hit.
Well, they got to protect him, man.
Horton will split to the far side. Surratt to the nope.
She just checked him out right there, too. Official.
Horton lines up. Here's the snap. Pitch out. Goes to Tyson Lutton. Takes it to the end zone. Does he get it in? I don't think so. Just shy. Gets it down to the 1.
Rourke's limping a little bit, too.
Deshaun Singleton is the man who made the stop. I'm trying to avoid what you just said.
Well, I'm going to...
I'd like to see him limping at all.
No, our
guy is so good.
Trusty statistician said he's bleeding on his throwing hand. His eyes must be superhuman today.
Here we go. O'Rourke waits the snap. He's got a man behind him and a man beside him. And here is the handoff, and it's a touchdown for Indiana. And it looks like Tyson Lutton gets the credit, and he retakes the lead as the leading scorer for Indiana touchdown-wise in the season with his 8th. Indiana with one more score here to make it 20-7 with 3:47 to go here in the first half.
A lot of rushing touchdowns for the Hoosiers today.
Gotta love it.
Nebraska hadn't had any coming into this game, given up. That's not true anymore.
That is exactly right. Nicholas Radicic on to attempt the extra point kick. Evans will hold it. Snap back is a good one. Kick is up, and it is on its way and through. And Indiana has 21 on the scoreboard with 3:47 to go here in this first half. Back in a moment. This is Indiana University football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you could always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to give you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this football season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers football games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Hoosier fans, Arrowfish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Whirlpool Corporation has been supporting Habitat for Humanity for 25 years by donating a range and refrigerator for every home built in the U.S. And right now, for the 14th time, Whirlpool employees are working with Indiana University's Kelley School of Business students to help a Hoosier family build their Habitat home right here in Bloomington. In the quarter century of work with Habitat, Whirlpool Corporation has impacted nearly 1 million people in the U.S. and around the world. Interested in exploring careers with Whirlpool and being part of an organization committed to improving life at home? Visit us on LinkedIn or join us at whirlpoolcareers.com.
Welcome back once again here at Indiana University, Bloomington. The Hoosiers leading Nebraska 21-7 with 3:47 to go here in the first half of play. Green and Schultz trial lawyers have the strength to accomplish legal challenges you may face. Green and Schultz, a winning team for victims of injury and loss. Bloomington, Indianapolis, and at greenschultz.com. Well, Buck, right now, Indiana in the driver's seat here in the first half. It's a football team that we keep saying it, and I know people are probably getting sick of hearing it, but I love it. Complimentary football.
Yeah, the responding offensive drive right there after Nebraska's getting all excited about where they're coming from. They take the football right down the field. Again, Rourke making unbelievable throws. Running the football when they have to. I mean, this offense is really, really spectacular. It really is. In the situation is that quarterback can get the ball exactly where he wants to throw it all the time. Now, if he's got a little injury to his hand, you got to keep watching over that. But they did take him off and work on that hand a little bit after the drive, Don. So we'll just keep an eye on that. I know you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
But you got to be a good reporter, Don.
I know. That's a report I don't want to hear.
Well, that's my job then. I'll be the bad guy.
I like it. You're finally the bad guy.
Yeah. My shade people are enjoying the day over here. It's getting bigger.
Yep. I'll tell you what, crowd's been terrific today. As we said, a packed house. And now here comes the kick by Quinn Warren. And he boots it down into the end zone. They'll let it go by, and it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Rourke is 14 of 16 throwing the ball today for 167 yards and the one touchdown.
A drop by Horton.
Yep.
Looking about the incompletions.
So one incomplete pass.
Well, there's another somewhere. I can't remember where it is.
But it wasn't a drop.
Oh, no, it was knocked down. Great play by the corner.
That's right.
Those are the
right.
two incompletions. I mean, both throws were right on the money. Both of them are right on the money.
First and 10, Nebraska at the 25-yard line of the Cornhuskers. Railed up. Ready to take the snap. Does a little bit high. Throws it out here. Corey Barney. And he gets tackled. A beautiful stop. And how about Terry Jones Jr., who is playing a game of his career here at Indiana at any rate, as he has made 4 or 5 tackles already in this ball game, and that goes for nothing there.
Yeah, defeated a blocker, made a play. Also one of the worst runs I've seen today. Taking that ball inside right there, and he's got 8 yards at least, but he just ran right into the defender. But really good play by Jones.
Raiola takes the snap, throws it out here to the back. This once again coming to the sideline is Emmett Johnson to the far side. He gets stopped after about 3 yards as Amari Farrell, the rover, comes up and makes the stop. And so Indiana has got them in a 3rd down and long scenario once again.
Very physical on defense today. A struggle on Nebraska on everything they're doing. The only time they've really been able to move the ball, they got into a quick rhythm at times, throwing the football against this Indiana front. But when they've had to really, Indiana's been able to really stare at them and get set, Nebraska hasn't done much.
3rd down and 8. Here's the snapback. Raiola looks to throw, looking for somebody to throw it to. He can't find him. Throws it over his head. He let it go, but Nair, that is the man he was trying to go to, or maybe it was Banks, but whatever the case, the ball was overthrown. No chance.
Yeah, the quarterback came up limping too. He got hit right on the throw. Again, the ball was overthrown. Now, talk about it, complimentary football. This thing right here, if Indiana could rip this in, could make a huge difference.
No question. And the punter, Brian Buscini, who is a really good punter, and a kickoff man for Nebraska, out there to boot it. Back deep is Miles Price for IU. Here comes the kick, and it's coming down. Price will field it at the 27 and gets hit immediately and goes to the ground on a nice stop that time by Sierra Wright. And so Indiana will take over the ball.
Probably wouldn't mind a fair catch there. I know he doesn't like to, but that was pretty close there.
It was. 26-yard line is where Indiana will start this drive. That was a 46-yard punt.
2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. So a lot of time left here for Indiana to do some damage.
2:26. Indiana has 2 timeouts they can use. Both teams actually have 2 here at the end of the first half.
I don't think Nebraska Nebraska wants any part of this thing. They want to get into the end timeout, into the halftime, I would think.
Crosses the wide receiver to the far side. Surratt to the near. Third receiver can't pick him out yet. And the snap back to Curtis Rourke. Rourke gets away from 2 tacklers, comes up the field, and dives forward, picks up about 7 yards, or about 6 on the play. As he gets it up to the 32, Javen Wright makes the stop.
He must be feeling okay. He didn't dive right there, didn't slide. Took the football right at him, so he's feeling good.
2nd down and 4.
That make you feel better, Don?
Yeah, it does.
Good.
A lot better. Here's the snap, and now we got a whistle early. And we'll see what happens.
The ball was snapped. That's a 2-minute timeout.
The 2-minute timeout came to play. So we have 2 minutes left in this first half of play. We will keep it here. Indiana with a 21-7 lead and some tremendous football here against a Nebraska team with a very good defense that Indiana's been able to take advantage of here this afternoon. IU fans, what a chance to win a VIP experience at either the Michigan game or on the road at the Ohio State football contest this season. You can go to IUHomeandAway.com for a chance to win. It's brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and IU Athletics. Well, Buck, right now, this Indiana football team is on the same kind of roll we've seen it almost against everybody they play.
Yeah, it looks like the same game every time. Nebraska is a better football team than Indiana's played, but the results look like every other game Indiana's played. The offense is basically doing whatever they want to. The defense has been opportunistic. They've moved the football a little bit on them, but they've made plays, turnover for the defense. So it looks like every other game to me.
You know, I saw something, the Ohio State football coach that's on TV now for spacing. Urban Meyer.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
Urban Meyer. Did you see what he said?
I heard what he said, yeah.
He said Indiana may be the best coached football team in the country. I mean, that's a pretty high compliment coming from a guy who rarely gives them.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'd like to find some team that's better coached. I don't know where they are. I watch a lot of football, and they're as well coached as anybody I've seen. This quarterback too. Let me tell you something. If he's not mentioned any Heisman stuff. Maybe he is. I don't know. But I don't know why he's not in the top 3.
I agree.
I don't. There's nobody in this country playing better than that guy is. I mean, nobody. And it might not even be close.
And I know you like the kid from Oregon.
I do like him a lot. I think he's in there too. Those two. Maybe Milford at Alabama. Maybe. Name another one.
I can't name anybody else.
Nobody in this league.
No, not at all.
I mean, compare Raiola, who had all the 5-star, the best quarterback to ever walk, guy, and it's not even close. Those two comparing, it's not even close. They're not in the same league.
Well, there's no question that Curtis Rourke should be mentioned in that conversation, no matter. I don't care who else's name comes up, he should be mentioned. There's no doubt about it.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, this guy.
The numbers are phenomenal.
Yeah, and the numbers are great. I'm not a huge numbers guy.
Right.
I'd like to see. You look at it. What you do is you see it, and you say to yourself, "Oh my God, how did he do that?" And he does it 7 games in a row.
Yep. I mean, it's so impressive. There's just no doubt.
And from where he came from when we watched practice this summer, I wasn't expecting this.
I know.
Nobody just say that.
Tyson Lawton is the running back. Man in motion to the near side is Miles Price. 3 receivers near side. Here's the snap. Give to Tyson Lawton. Take it off once again. 45, 50, 45, and down to the 40-yard line before they can knock him out of bounds. John Bullock makes the play to get him out, but Indiana's Tyson Lawton is on a mission today. 29 yards on that run.
Yeah, he's zeroed in. There's no question about it. But the guys that are really zeroed in is that offensive line. They're opening holes against that vaunted, I don't know if it's vaunted or not, but it's pretty darn good defensive front for Nebraska.
And now Rourke ready to take the snap. think Ellison may be in the ball game now. He is. Here's the throw, however, by Rourke, and a diving catch made that time for Indiana by Miles Price. And he had to go down low to pick that one up, but he does, and it's 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, the bad throw and a completion. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
2nd down and 2. Here's the snap. Rourke hands it to Justice Ellison.
Touchdown.
Pops up the middle. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indiana. 31-yard run. Miles Price. Unbelievable block out there. And Justice Ellison is something else.
Well, they all aren't they all?
Yes, they are.
The second half will be Black's turn to run up and down the field. Just again, what a response for Indiana. Scored too fast. I've had people tell me that before. please don't say that. But it's just a great drive.
Yes, sir. And now Indiana with an extra point try by Radicic once again. Mark Langston will snap it. James Evans will hold it. And Radicic will kick it, and it will go through. And he is perfect on the season. And the score, Indiana 28, Nebraska 7, 1 minute and 9 seconds to go in the first half of this football game. And the Hoosiers are doing something special again this afternoon.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of friendliness between the two coaches today before the game. It was civil, but not overly friendly. And
I know you want to hear more about it, don't you?
I do want to hear more about it. I probably will never hear anything more about it. But I know this. Coach Signetti is feeling a lot better than Coach Rule right now.
Smithville connects Hoosiers at home and at work through internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Stick with the home team. Visit smithville.com for more information. Indiana's football team on a roll again this afternoon. Now Quinn Warren is out there to kick off for IU. Emmett Johnson is one of the deep backs. Here comes the boot. Warren again boots it. This time it's going to come down short, but there's going to be no return. This one goes out of bounds.
That's about where he kicked the one he caught and went out of bounds. Right about
Free
there.
Free kick out of bounds.
Yep. And
kicking team, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
Kurt Signetti motions him over, says something very briefly to him. It didn't look like it was anything really negative. and Signetti continues to walk on by himself down the sideline.
He's a lonely guy game day. That's not that's a 10-yard field position situation with a minute left. Not the worst penalty I've ever seen.
1:09 left in the half. And Raiola back out there for Nebraska.
Nothing silly by this Indiana defense here.
Here's the snap. And Raiola got a lot of time. They finally get after him a little bit more. Still got time to run. Throws it out of bounds.
Uh-oh. Be careful over in that sideline.
Yeah.
A late hit over there.
Yep. It looked like...
don't need to do that.
He was out there trying to make sure that nobody did anything, but the ball came down. It was so high, there was no chance for the receiver.
Yeah, he didn't need to touch that one up. He didn't need to finish that one up, but he did.
Two receivers far, one to the near, actually two to the near. Now they send the running back, Ramir Johnson, back into the backfield. Now Raiola takes the snap, looks to his left, looks to his right, gets pressure, throws the football, caught. Gain is for about 5 yards in the play. Jalen Walker makes the hit. And
Indiana going to use any timeouts here?
Doesn't look like it. Ramir Johnson makes the stop on the play. Or my apology. Ramir Johnson was the receiver on the play. Now, third down. Clock is running. Raiola back to throw. Looks. And finally throws it out here on a bad pass again. I'll tell you, Indiana's defensive players are making some really, really nice plays out there. And this time, James Carpenter was complaining to the lady official that this guy hit him after the play had been blown dead. Nebraska may be showing a little frustration.
Yeah, there was two Indiana guys laying around on the ground there. Boy, great coverage downfield. I mean, Raiola just didn't have any place to throw it, I guess, because he's standing back there jumping around, and
Well, they're
nowhere to go.
They're forced to punt it. Here comes they almost got to him. And that's a bad kick, and it's out of bounds on the near sideline, and Indiana's going to have 25 seconds to work with here.
Let me tell you something. This is a bad-looking football team on the other side of the field. Indiana is making them look awful.
You're right. They look like they're totally out of sorts.
They are awful.
That was a 26-yard punt. And that guy's a good punter.
He almost got it blocked.
Yeah, I know.
Which would have been, I think, their third. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well,
I don't even think Indiana was trying to block it.
The ball's at the 34-yard line of Indiana. And now Curtis Rourke being told by Tino what he would like to see here. And we're going to see if they're going to do something. 25 seconds, all that's on the clock. But you know this team will try to do something, I think.
Well, they can do it with a run, too, if they want to here.
They can, there's no doubt. O'Rourke ready to take the snap. And throws a little sideline pass out here. It's caught by Miles Price. Turns it upfield, but he's going to go down to the ground right around the 43-yard line. Isaac Gifford makes the stop, and Indiana calls timeout.
Timeout, Indiana. They're
Why
second
not?
to the half.
You can't use them in the. You can't.
30-second timeout.
Can't use them in the halftime.
16 seconds left on the clock here in this first half. The football is going to be marked. Looks like it's about the 42. And so,
how many field goals has Indiana attempted this year, stat man?
Well, let's go look here. I didn't even think about that, but they've checked it 4.
That's not very many in 6 games.
No.
6.5.
They're trying to score touchdowns.
They really are trying to score touchdowns. You know what? That may be an innovation in football that is brand new to the game. Scoring touchdowns, not field goals. But I tell you what, I don't think they'd mind a field goal attempt here.
No, absolutely. I think if they can get themselves down the field, they've got one timeout left.
Yeah, it's a tall order, but Nebraska hasn't done a whole lot to stop them this beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Rourke awaits the snap, gets it. He's back to throw it. He looks, gets away, now throws a bomb down the field, and there's Miles Price. He gets knocked away. I'll tell you what, came close. Malcolm Hartzog was the man who got a finger on it to deflect it away, but Miles Price was down the field in a hurry.
You never, ever count them out. You hold your breath. If you're in Nebraska, you're holding your breath that entire time it's in the air because these guys will come up with it.
Miles comes to the sideline, so he is out.
I'd do it again right here.
Keyshawn Williams is in. He's got that kind of speed.
Catch it, call timeout, kick a field goal.
Surratt comes to the near side. Miles cross to the far side. Omar Cooper's over there as well. Rourke ready to take the snap, and he's got Justice Ellison to his left. Here's the snap back. And Rourke throws it to the sideline, and that's about all he's going to get. They're going to keep him in bounds, and no timeouts left. And that will, I take it back. They do get it out of bounds.
They do have one timeout left.
Yep, they still do. You're right. 3 seconds left, however, so this will be the last play of the first half.
Unless there's a defensive, on which, you
never know.
You never know. I mean, that's what they did there. They set that thing up trying to get out of bounds, so they got one more big throw. Where's Surratt? Is he coming out of the game?
He is. They put in Anderson Kobe, who's the speed.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
He and Omar Cooper and Miles Price.
I hate to have Surratt.
And how about this, E.J. Williams?
Yeah, E.J. Williams. He can run, too. They got the speed group in there.
Indiana uses the timeout.
I love it.
This is unbelievable.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
But, I mean, this is what this offense is all about.
Yeah.
They are going to put pressure on you for
all the way
60 minutes.
All the way through. Now, they didn't want to call that timeout, but they had to get everybody right because they wanted it. But you might as well use it because you're not going to be able to use it later on.
Right. That and the fact that with 3 seconds on the clock, you only got one play.
You got one play. But it also, I'm not so sure, the way these guys think, they showed them a formation.
Please adjust the game.
And now they're going to come out with something different here. 6 seconds. Oh, now I would think they wish they had that timeout back.
6 seconds left.
Because they could throw it out for 5 seconds. But anyway.
Sig is
Sig's mad now too because it's 6 seconds. You might not use that timeout.
Yeah, look at it. He's mad. He's upset.
I'm mad too.
They didn't tell him.
No, and he's talking. I mean, with 6 seconds, you got a 5 second out, which gives you that much, which is about 8 yards closer. I mean, they're on the attack, man. I love it. Absolutely. There's a lot of football teams that would be in their, it'd be in their third orange slice right now. But this crew is still trying to score points. I just absolutely love it.
And Curtis Rourke ready to take the snap. Rourke gets it, steps in the pocket, steps up, in trouble, now rolls to his right, going to throw way downfield, and it is picked off.
Now we got problems.
Yep. And no, we don't. Nice cut from back tackle by Indiana. Malcolm Hartzog was the man who picked it off. So the interception.
Nebraska got hurt. Is he hurt? No. He's embarrassed more than anything else.
So Indiana comes up with a phenomenal first half of football once again. 28-7 at halftime here at the Rock Memorial Stadium in Bloomington. This Indiana team is doing some special things. And we will be back with our halftime show coming your way in just a couple of moments. As at halftime, John Herrick will present the guests, statistics, and more. This is IU Football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Today's diesel engines produce fewer emissions, achieve better fuel economy, and create more power by utilizing a high-pressure common rail system. But when combined with inferior diesel fuel, deposits can cause sticking, misfiring, and power loss. Country Mark's Premium Diesel X4 with ProFlow contains detergency that lifts off and prevents deposits, saving diesel owners thousands of dollars in operating costs. Get more out of your engine with Country Mark's Premium Diesel X4 with ProFlow.
Attention IU fans, we've partnered with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance to gift 2 lucky winners a VIP football game experience at either the Michigan or Ohio State away game this season. Prizes can include a VIP experience, 2 tickets, hospitality passes, and parking and hotel accommodations. Want a chance to be at home or on the road with the Hoosiers? Be sure to enter online at iuhomeandaway.com.
The Indiana Hoosiers play here. This is Indiana football from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Hoosier fans, when it comes to transportation solutions, Enterprise runs every play in the book. From renting to buying, with cars, commercial trucks, and even passenger vans, Enterprise offers it all. And with more new college graduate hires every year than anyone else, you'll experience professional, spirited customer service that is unlike any other. So whatever your transportation need is, or the next time you have to travel, Enterprise has you covered. Pick the official partner of IU Athletics. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
This is Hoosier Halftime on the Neil Tire and Auto Service Radio Network. From Learfield, Hoosier football is on the air. Brought to you by IU and your Central Indiana Honda dealers. Proud supporters of Hoosiers everywhere. Coors Light, choose chill. Official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Kroger. Hey Hoosier fans, enjoy the sweet taste of victory with a free donut at Kroger the day after the Hoosiers win a game. Simply download your digital coupon the next day to score your free donut at Kroger. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, this is Hoosier Halftime.
What a day and what a weekend to be in Bloomington. Hoosier hysteria at Simon Scott Assembly Hall last night. The men's basketball and women's basketball teams ranked in the preseason top 25. You got the Indiana Hoosier football team ranked in the top 25, and they are rolling as they lead Nebraska 28-7 at the half. Before we get to the statistics and so much more in our halftime show, let's send it over to Austin Render with a sponsored interview.
Joined now by the Executive Vice President of Smithville, Cullen McCarty. Cullen, Smithville, which again was recently named a national top 100 broadband company, it touches many people, businesses, organizations through its Smithville Smart High-Speed Internet services. What are you seeing in today's business climate?
Austin, we're seeing a lot of exciting opportunities for growth and expansion, and one of which is the establishment of a true hard tech corridor. It starts at Purdue and stretches down through the LEAP Innovation District, Boone County, all the way here at Indiana University, Bloomington, and further down to Westgate at Crane Tech Park. Hard tech generally involves advanced manufacturing and related industries, complementing Indiana's longtime success in software development. What is most exciting is all the jobs being created and how they will bring new opportunities for entrepreneurs and startups.
Do you see any challenges here?
We see significant challenges in developing high-quality talent for the region. Hundreds, if not thousands, of new jobs will likely open up over the next few years in tech, agribusiness, and other areas. So many of these will pay higher than the current average salary in Indiana, and some will even reach the six-figure bracket. So the challenge is attracting and upskilling talent to fill and prosper in new and existing jobs.
In your experiences at Smithville, what do you see as the answer?
Smithville has been privileged to deliver high-speed connectivity solutions to many large and small businesses and government institutions for years. From that experience, we understand that Indiana must intensify its efforts to close skill gaps and train new workers to advance alongside new growth opportunities. Smart people are working together to close these gaps, including places like the mill in Bloomington and the Westgate Tech Park near Crane, where we expect to see hundreds of new technology jobs opening in the microelectronics campus. Smithville is positioned to support these entities and their growth. We're excited to see fresh, high-impact opportunities for our Hoosier state.
Big thank you to Executive Vice President Cullen McCarty for coming on and chatting with us about today's game sponsor, Smithville.
Thank you, Austin. Again, 28-7, Indiana dominating Nebraska. We will continue with more of our halftime show, including the Coors Light out-of-town scoreboard with Jed Ainsworth after this short break. This is Indiana University football on the Needle Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz trial lawyers, attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
As a red-blooded IU fan, you know when something's homegrown, Hoosier authentic. That's why you'll love Indiana Kitchen premium pork products. Indiana Kitchen's a real Indiana company that partners with its surrounding family farms to deliver the highest quality, best-tasting pork you can buy. Like Indiana Kitchen bacon. It's cut a little thicker and smoked over natural hardwood for a hearty Hoosier flavor no other brand can match. One taste and you'll know why more people are saying, my brand is Indiana. Find out more at indianakitchen.com.
The Indiana Hoosiers play here. This is Indiana football from Learfield.
IU Credit Union. We believe in community commitment, a long-term relationship, building a strong and trusted partnership.
Appreciation and respect go a very long way.
A fair deal for everyone, every day.
Leave your doubts behind. Grow your mind, time to shine. Make the day whatever you design.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase and dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. IU Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the trustees of Indiana University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university. Live from the Learfield Network Studios, this is the College Scoreboard.
The Hoosiers are enjoying a 3-score lead here at the break, 28-7 over Nebraska. I'm Jet Ainsworth. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Coors Light. In the Big Ten, games in progress. Wisconsin, they're on the road against Northwestern this week. Just underway in the third quarter, the Badgers leading 14-0. Also, UCLA and Rutgers are at the half. The 1-5 Bruins have a 21-10 lead right now at Rutgers. Kicking off in about an hour and a half, number 24 Michigan and number 22 Illinois. Also, USC and Maryland will hook up a little bit later on this afternoon at College Park. This out-of-town scoreboard was presented by Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics, 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. I'm Jet Ainsworth. Now back to John Herrick.
Yeah, Jet, like you said, 28-7, the lead for Indiana. It was Nebraska who won the toss. They deferred, and Indiana got the ball first to begin the game. They started from their own 25. They went on an 8-play, 75-yard scoring drive that took 5:25 off the clock. Extra point made it 7-0 Indiana. Nebraska had to start from their own 1-yard line on the very first drive of the game because their returner, Ja'Cory Barney, accidentally caught the kickoff near the sideline and stepped out of bounds at the 1. They got 1 first down and had to punt, and Miles Price with a 20-yard punt return, but then Indiana turned it over on downs on their next drive. Nebraska got it back from their own 35, but Dante Dowdell fumbled on a 4th down play in the red zone, and Jacob Mangum-Farrar recovered it. It was Jalen Walker who helped force the fumble. Indiana got it back on their own 12. They go on a 6-play, 88-yard scoring drive, 2:19 off the clock. Miles Price catches an 8-yard touchdown pass from Curtis Rourke. Extra point made it 14-0 Indiana. Then Nebraska had it from their own 25 after the kickoff. Ja'Cory Barney would score on a 7-yard touchdown run on a jet sweep. 12 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes, 57 seconds off the clock, and that made it 14-7 Indiana. Then Indiana would start from their own 25. 10 plays, 75-yard scoring drive, 3:53 off the clock. Tyson Lawton with a 1-yard touchdown run, and that made the lead once again a 14-point advantage for Indiana, 21-7. Nebraska went 3 and out on their drive after that. Indiana started from their own 26 after the punt. Justice Ellison with a 31-yard touchdown run, 4 plays, 74 yards, 1 minute, 17 seconds off the clock. That made it 28-7 Indiana. Nebraska went 3 and out, and Indiana tried to get one last score in before the half, but Malcolm Harzog intercepted Curtis Rourke on the very last play of the first half, but he was tackled before he could return it very far, and that is how we got to our halftime score. Back with more of our halftime show, including first half statistics, delivered to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products in a moment. This is Indiana University football on the Neal Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
This is the time to trade to a new Honda. Get more for your trade than ever before. Then save thousands with low 1.9% APR financing. All Hondas are in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs. Come in and trade today. Get more for your trade and save on a new Honda, like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 10/31/24.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Indiana football from Learfield.
A Attention IU fans, we've partnered with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance to gift 2 lucky winners a VIP football game experience at either the Michigan or Ohio State away game this season. Prizes can include a VIP experience, 2 tickets, hospitality passes, and parking and hotel accommodations. Want a chance to be at home or on the road with the Hoosiers? Be sure to enter online at iuhomeandaway.com.
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho.
All Hoosiers at the half of this one. They lead Nebraska 28-7. We'll get to your halftime statistics in a moment, but first let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Indiana University football. And our first half stats brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products for the most authentic bacon, ham, and fresh pork. More people are saying my brand is Indiana. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. What a difference in yardage. Indiana has 343 total yards to Nebraska's 133. They have 189 passing to Nebraska's 104 passing. Nebraska with just 29 rushing yards to Indiana's 154. Hoosiers of 3 of 3 in the red zone, and Nebraska is 1 out of 2. How about the rushing numbers for Justice Ellison? 6 carries, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tyson Lawton, 7 carries, 63 yards with a touchdown. Curtis Rourke passing the football, 17 of 21 with that late first half interception, 189 yards passing. He has been sacked once, and he has a passing touchdown. Miles Cross, 5 receptions for 47 yards. Miles Price, 3 catches for 23 yards. Elijah Surratt, 2 catches for 50, and Justice Ellison, 2 catches for 16 to round out the Indiana receiving. The leading tackler for the Hoosiers is Aiden Fisher with 6. Terry Jones has 5. Amari Farrell and D'Angelo Pons each have 4. Dante Dowdell, Nebraska's leading rusher, 5 carries for 12 yards. Dylan Raiola, 14 of 21 passing for 104. And Thomas Fedone is their leading receiver, 4 catches for 40 yards. Brian Buscini punting the football, averaging 41 yards a punt. His longest was 52. Miles Price, by the way, does have 2 punt returns for 20 yards. Isaac Gifford leads all tacklers for Nebraska with 7. Sierra Wright has 5. Deshaun Singleton and John Bullock each have 3 tackles for Nebraska. Indiana's had the ball for 15 minutes and 18 seconds to Nebraska's 14:42. Indiana's been penalized 3 times for 36 yards, and Nebraska 2 times for 13. Don?
All right, John, thank you very much. Buck, obviously the second half of this ball game about to get underway here, but Indiana has dominated the first half of this contest against a reputedly really good Nebraska defense.
Well, yeah, and I think they're okay. I think they're a good defense, but they're not today. And they have... I think at halftime they're looking at each other. The coaching staff's looking at each other and go, can you do anything? And they go, no, we can't do anything. Can you do anything? No, we can't stop them. Well, okay. What about we can kick it? No, we can't kick it. So they don't have a lot of answers over there. And I've been in one of those locker rooms now where you look at each other and go, well, what can we do? And everybody is real quiet. And that's what Nebraska is right now. They don't have an answer for this juggernaut. Now, Indiana's got to come out here and put everybody to sleep. Nebraska to sleep anyway, not the crowd, with a good first start of this third quarter. But Nebraska doesn't have any answers.
And that's the difference in this ball game right now. The Hoosiers dominating the first half of this contest, and we will have the second half getting underway here momentarily. We'll be back with the second half kick in just a few minutes. This is Indiana football on the Neil Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Today's diesel engines produce fewer emissions, achieve better fuel economy, and create more power by utilizing a high-pressure common rail system. But when combined with inferior diesel fuel, deposits can cause sticking, misfiring, and power loss. Country Mark's Premium Diesel X4 with ProFlow contains detergency that lifts off and prevents deposits, saving diesel owners thousands of dollars in operating costs. Get more out of your engine with Country Mark's Premium Diesel X4 with ProFlow.
This is Hoosier football from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you could always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to give you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this football season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers football games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
This is Steve Webb with Electric Plus, a full-service electrical contractor powering Indiana with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Lafayette, and Kokomo. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers. We lead the league in new construction, expansions, modernizations, and service repair. Our team excels at industrial, commercial, residential, and 24/7 emergency coverage. Just like the Hoosiers desire to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. For more information, please visit electricplus.com and go Hoosiers.
Welcome back to the Rock Memorial Stadium on an absolutely beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Bloomington as this Indiana football team has added to that very serene atmosphere with a 28-7 halftime lead over the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Indiana will be kicking off to start the second half, and Buck, I got to think that Nebraska believes this start of the third quarter is really important to them.
Well, it's got to be, because this thing I don't know, is it out of hand yet? It looks like it when you watch the game. Point-wise, Indiana needs one more to really put them out of their misery. If they come back and score here, they got to think there's a little bit of a chance. Man, they're bad at kick game.
The ball is going to be returned here, and he gets it back across the 25-yard line, but they basically almost fumbled the kick. It actually bounced down to the ground before the receiver was able to come up with it. But nevertheless, they do get it up to the 27-yard line. So that's where it was a short kick by Quinn Warren, and he went right down the middle of the field this time too, Buck.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's never kicked. Well, he kicked one in Northwestern like that, I guess, too. So he's got that in his arsenal. But Nebraska let that hit the ground. It was scary for a minute.
Raiola is the quarterback, and Dylan Raiola takes the snap, wants to throw on first down, fires it out here, and immediately taken to the ground. The receiver on the play, another terrific stop on Isaiah Nair, and Indiana continues. It looked like Isaiah Jones may have had something to do with that. We'll have to wait and see. Ball is at the 28-yard line.
Well, Fisher made a strong, vicious tackle on the
Aiden Fisher?
Yep. Yeah. Just boom. Hello.
Second down and 9. Here is the snap. This time they go up the middle. That's a run. And the man running it is Emmett Johnson. Now, Dowdell was the initial running back in this ballgame, Buck, and he saw action in the first 2 series, and since then we haven't seen him.
Well, he fumbled. Wasn't he the one that fumbled?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, so maybe he's been punished because of that. I don't know. He's a pretty good back. I wouldn't punish him too long for a fumble, but that's just me.
Third down and 2. Raiola ready to take the snap. Here comes, and fires it out here in the flat and out of bounds, and a first down, I believe, as that catch is made. Again, this time it was Johnson out of the backfield who makes the grab, and the football is resting at the 37, so it's 1st and 10 for Nebraska.
Yeah, you got a good quarterback. That's a pretty easy 3rd down and 2 call. Just an easy throw, pitch and catch with the back. It's hard to cover them for 2 yards.
Banks is the wide receiver to the near side. A couple wide receivers to the far, including Jalen Lloyd in there right now. Raiola takes the snap, throws it out here. And again, Indiana makes a big-time hit over there by Jameer Johnson. They pick up, however, 5 yards. Ja'Cory Barney made the reception on the play. And now you've got second down at 5.
I think Indiana is more than willing to let them throw 5-yard passes down the field. Go and tackle it firm, too. They're tackling with very physical nature today.
And Raiola directs a little traffic out there, sends Banks a little bit in tight this time. They're going to run the football. And no place to go this time. They pick up maybe 2. Emmett Johnson again, the running back, and D'Angelo Ponce was there to help bring him down. So they're going to have third down now and about 2 once again.
Yeah, you're trying to get the corner to try to make tackles. But Ponce has been able to really hang in there all year. Not a big guy, but well, I tell you what, he's a pretty firm tackler.
Third down and 2. And tight end is Stefani. Fanoni is over to the far side of the left side as an H-back. Raiola's under center on this 3rd and 2. And they're going to hand the ball off and bang it up the middle. And does he make it? It looks like very close. Yep, he made it. So a first down run by Johnson. That was actually Dowdell, or no, it was Aiden Fisher on the tackle. Dowdell was the ball carrier that time, and he is back in the ball game now. So 1st and 10 for Nebraska. They continue to move. They're not in Indiana territory just yet, but they're shy just only 3 yards. Emmett Johnson's back in there now as the running back, railed under center. Raiola takes the snap, rolls back to his right, getting pressure, and in trouble, and finally throws it over here out of bounds.
He's not out of the tackle box. Now, he might have been at one time.
Number 19 was in the area. Second down.
Okay.
So, Kamara was the guy putting all kinds of pressure on that time and forced him to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he's spinning around over there.
Second.
I don't know. I still don't understand that rule sometimes. I mean, he threw that ball out of bounds to avoid a sack.
Right.
You know.
2nd and 10. 2 wide receivers on either side. Empty backfield this time for Raiola.
I know they got it written down someplace when to call it and when not to, but.
Back goes Raiola. Throws this one. He's got a man open. That is Dowdell. Nope, I take it back. That's Fanoni. And Fanoni, the tight end, is the man who makes the run. Fedoni is how you pronounce it. And Aiden Fisher makes the tackle, but he does pick up a first down. That's a 23-yard gain.
He's been a bright spot for those guys.
Yeah,
one of the few, really.
So Raiola now has him in the 30-yard line of Indiana, 1st and 10. So Nebraska rolling on their first series of the second half. And Raiola changes something, steps up to the line of scrimmage, looks to the sideline, then steps back in the gun. Has Johnson in there as the running back. And now he tells his wide receiver to move in two steps. Now they hand the ball off, and there is no place to go. They drop him for a yard, maybe 2-yard loss on the play. That was a really good job by Indiana's defense. Emmett Johnson was the ball carrier. Jalen Walker is the man who makes the stop of the play.
Nowhere to go there. He did motion that receiver to move in 3 inches. I thought they were going to try and maybe crack him down there and run the ball outside, but it was an inside handoff with nothing there.
2nd down and 12. Johnson to his left. And the snap back, and Raiola getting pressure again, dumps it off, and this is a quick throw in the middle. They got a man open, and he finally is leveled to the ground on a really good hit out there. Ja'Cory Barney made the catch on the play, but he was ripped by Amari Farrell and went down after a short gain, and now we got 3rd down at about 6.
Yeah, that 17 is a guy what I call the freshman dip. He thinks he outruns everybody, pushes his foot in the ground in the inside, tries to beat everybody on the outside. He keeps getting tackled. He's got his foot in the outside and take the ball straight up the field. He's going to get any yardage for Nebraska.
Johnson Johnson is the running back, and he gets the carry right up the gut. Makes a nice run for a first down and then some. Gets it to the 15-yard line. That's one of the better runs of the day by a Nebraska running back. Sean Asbury makes the
stop for Indiana.
Little trap block inside. They were able to get the defense up the field and then come underneath it. Good job by Nebraska, and Indiana's got to make a stand here.
Barney and Lloyd both split to the far side. Here's the snap. Raiola throws it out here, and it is Barney who makes the catch, but he is tackled on a beautiful open field tackle. Run up, only a yard gain of the play, and that was Amari Farrell again. Farrell with a couple of nice tackles in this series.
Yeah, there's a difference between the receivers for Nebraska and Indiana. They got what they wanted there, one-on-one with the Indiana defense. Indiana catches that ball, it's another 10 yards. Nebraska gets it, and they can't break a tackle.
Johnson is the running back once again. And Raiola ready to take the snap, hands it off to Johnson. He tries to cut outside. Aiden Fisher had him for a second, let him go, and then it was finished off out there around the 13-yard line. And now it's going to be another third down as Linnell Carr made that stop. So third down now and about 8. And Indiana wanting to get a stop here and force them into a field goal try, if possible.
I don't know.
Yeah, because they want to go for his touchdown.
They got to get scored. They got to get touchdowns, and their field goal unit is sketchy.
Johnson is the running back to the left of Raiola, who says something to the offensive line. Here's the snap. Raiola looks to throw, fires it out here in the flat, incomplete. D'Angelo, nope, I take it back. That was Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker had the coverage on the play.
Yeah, they flipped sides that time for some reason. Pounds is down here at the bottom. Kind of the field guy. I think he goes to the field as much as he can. Fourth down, they got to go for it because their history of kicking field goals is not good, and they're way behind.
They're 0 for 1 on fourth down. This is fourth down and 8. Raiola, new back in the backfield. And Raiola takes the snap, fires it over the middle. It's picked off. Indiana's got it on an interception. Down the field, Sean Asbury trying to outrun a Nebraska player and can't quite get it done, but he takes it all the way inside the 20-yard line. Ramir Johnson finally caught up and brought him to the ground, but how about Asbury's first interception as a Hoosier?
Sitting in zone right there, he read the quarterback's eyes. Again, they knew they had to throw it. They just sat on it. Threw a pretty strong strike in there. Great catch because that ball was zipping at him. Immediately took off down the field. He's got to be wondering how in the world did they catch me. Great effort by Nebraska to get him down.
Sean Asbury's first interception as an Indiana player. 79-yard return, and Indiana's got first and 10 at the 19 of Nebraska.
Did you hear that pop? That balloon pop that Nebraska just had?
Here is Curtis Rourke out there. No, it's Taven Jackson. He throws it to the sideline, and making a great move is Miles Cross, and he gets it inside the 5. Taven Jackson in the ball game for the first time today. And for the first time in the last 3 or 4 games.
It's been a while, but that was a pretty good start. Right off the pickle boat, firing a strike to the outside.
So Taven Jackson getting an opportunity here.
Our crack statistician told me that 5 minutes ago he was going to play.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a crack statistician,
he is,
isn't he?
He's cracked.
Here we go. Jackson ready. To his right is Justice Ellison, is it? I can't tell. Anyway, he tries to take it up the middle. They get it down to around the 2-yard line. And that was Tyson Lawton. My apologies.
Kind of looking down there for old number 9. He doesn't seem to be close to anything either.
Omar Cooper comes into the ball game.
He had a laceration on his throwing hand in the first half.
Surratt splits to the near sideline. Cooper to the far sideline. And Taven Jackson.
Quarterback run, Don.
Here's the snap. And he fires it out here, and Miles Cross walks, basically jogs into the end zone. David Jackson threw it to Cross, who was sitting on the near sideline, and he literally just sauntered into the end zone.
Yeah, play action inside. I thought Dave was going to take off and run with that, but he saw a wide open receiver out here. He said, well, I might just take this one because it's the easiest throw I'm going to make all year.
Well, Indiana has jumped all over Nebraska again. Now it's 34-7.
And an extra point try by Radicic.
That Dauber is down over there. There's some bad body language sitting over that other sideline.
And this place is electric. Kick is on its way. It is up, and it is good. And Taven Jackson leads Indiana to a score here to start the third quarter after Indiana picks off a Raiola pass and runs it back 70-plus yards to get Indiana in position once again to score, and they do exactly that. We're back in a moment. The score reads 35-7 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is IU football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
This is the time to trade to a new Honda. Get more for your trade than ever before. Then save thousands with low 1.9% APR financing. All Hondas are in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs. Come in and trade today. Get more for your trade and save on a new Honda, like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing fees eligible. Qualified buyers offer ends 10/30/2024.
This is Indiana football from Learfield.
At Indiana University, we're undaunted by challenge. We take the lead. We don't follow the crowd. Embracing the future with creativity and bravery. Unapologetically optimistic. Equipped with the knowledge and intention to change the world. Because bold is who we are. 9 campuses, 1 purpose. Creating tomorrow, today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. Join us at iu.edu.
At Smithfield, connecting you is what we do. Whether it's between family, friends, in business, or even the next IU game. Watch the Hoosiers this season with our fast fiber internet. At the game, keep an eye on your home or business right from your phone with our smart security options. At home or at work, Smithfield connects you to fiber internet, voice, and security solutions. To learn more, call 800-742-4084 or visit smithville.com.
Once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Indiana, enjoying a packed house here today. A crowd that is absolutely thrilled with what they're seeing, and a football team that's giving them all those thrills. It's 35-7 Hoosiers as this Indiana football team dominates Nebraska here this afternoon. When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where we've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. Buck, it's been special.
Yeah, I mean, they've done everything they wanted to. Really good football team playing really good football. That sounds really simplistic, but that's all it is. You know, you just follow the process. That's what Coach Signetti's been talking about the whole time. Do what you do. Play hard. They're playing very physical today. You know, Nebraska came out and did all that one-on-one physical stuff before the game. Well, you know what that does to me usually? It tells me they're not ready to play because you're trying to show off, but Indiana's been the team that's done everything today.
Here comes the kick by Quinn Warren. It's high end over end, and again coming down short. They're going to field it. It's a 10, and it's fumbled again. It's picked up this time, and down at the 15-yard line, Indiana stops them. They're going to mark it at the 16. But again, Nebraska mishandling the ball, and Isaiah Jones came down to make the stop on special teams for IU. And Nebraska is really struggling in this ball game.
That's hard to believe.
And another timeout is called by the Red Hats.
That's hard to believe.
We'll be back in a moment. This is IU Football on the Neil Tide Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
As a not-for-profit financial institution, Centra goes the extra mile to center home buying experiences around our members.
I've never bought a home before, and they made that process simple. So they laid out my options, they let me ask my questions, and then they let me pick the one that was best for me. That's when I realized doing something local where I could look somebody in the eye, ask my questions, and get the help I was looking for was a big part of why I wanted a local credit union.
Centra Credit Union, centered around you.
Federally insured by NCAA Equal Housing Opportunity.
This is Hoosier football from Learfield.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz Trial Lawyers. Attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Attention Hoosier fans. Whether you're in town for a big game or reconnecting with old friends, the IU Hotel and Biddle Conference Center at the Indiana Memorial Union is your home away from home. Enjoy first-rate amenities in the heart of Indiana University. Experience the charm of College Town while staying just steps away from all the action. Visit imu.indiana.edu for more information. Go Hoosiers!
Welcome back to the Rock Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana. The Hoosiers 35, Nebraska 7. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third quarter play. Go the extra mile off the field with Honda, the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America, giving you more miles per gallon. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers, they are proud supporters of IU athletics.
How about if you're a Nebraska fan? How long a drive is that? 8 hours?
You know what, though, Buck? I don't think many Nebraska fans were able to get in this building today, and I don't think many Indiana Hoosier fans sold them their tickets.
No, I don't either. It's a tremendous job of them. I think it's a 9-hour drive, and the few people from Nebraska that got here are wondering where to go out to eat tonight. They're not going to be able to find any place. They're going to have to go back to Indy. It's homecoming. It may be the worst trip some of these people have ever made.
It may be, there's no doubt.
And you know what? No offense to them, but I don't care.
You and me both.
I don't care.
We at Indiana have not been able to enjoy something like this for some time, so therefore we're going to enjoy it.
So much fun. And you know what? They're going to keep going after him, too.
Yep.
Quarterback change yet? They need to make a quarterback change at Nebraska.
Raiola is the man out there. Once again, he takes the snap. And he looks down the field, and here comes pressure. And he gets caught from behind. What a job Terry Jones Jr. is doing this afternoon. Again, coming up with a big tackle there. They drop him for a loss back at the 14, and now it'll be 2nd down and 12.
You know, they're playing zone defense. In the last 3 or 4 dropbacks they've had, he has not been able to find anybody. Just stands around there jumping around. I think his eyes have left him. I don't think he can see anything. That's why I think there's got to be a quarterback change, because he can't see what's going on down there right now.
You've got 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. And here's the snap back. Raiola wants to throw, looks, and gets rid of it. Throws it upfield to about the 20, and immediately he's brought down, but picks up good yardage on the play. They lost a couple in that last play, but this time they pick up more than enough. Bryson Bonds makes the stop, but right now the ball is at the 23. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, he didn't like anything down the field. Again, zone defense went down to the check down. Indiana's going to let him check down all day long.
They send in a new tight end of the ball game. That's Nate Borkercher. And they've got everybody in pretty tight this time. Nobody really wide. Got 2 running backs in the backfield with a quarterback, Raiola. Here's the snap. Raiola back to throw. Fires it over the middle. It is caught, and they've got a 1st down this time. And that's Banks that makes the catch on the play for the Cornhuskers, and Bryson Bonds makes a 2nd straight tackle.
That was a nice play right there. He was able to find the right between 2 zone defenders for Indiana and threw a bullet in there. That was a good throw.
So the ball resting at the 37-yard line of IU. And Raiola now with a single running back alongside, and Johnson, and back goes Raiola to throw it. He has time, throws it over the middle, again to a safety valve out there. And this time, the safety valve is Ramir Johnson out of the backfield as Isaiah Jones makes the stop.
You know, he just doesn't like to just rip it downfield. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He had a chance there to rip it downfield and just looked at it and threw the check down. So I guess they don't want him ripping it down the field that much.
2nd and 6. Quick throw to the sideline this time, and
Terrible
immediately, really good stop there. Ja'Cory Barney was the man who made the reception, but D'Angelo Pons just came up and stuffed it.
It's a terrible run. Terrible run. Terrible.
So now they got 3rd down and 4.
He just ran right into Pons. If he takes the ball up the field, he gains 5 yards. He tried to use that freshman bounce, put his inside foot out, tried to run outside everybody, and ran right into him. That drives, can you tell?
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. Take the ball up the field.
3rd down and 4. Raiola ready to take the snap. Here comes. Back he goes. He gets pressured. Got away. And throws it down here. Oh, it's picked off again. Indiana's got the football. Indiana. Jameer Johnson with the interception. He made a diving catch of the interception. And, of course, they mark him down immediately, but Indiana has picked him again.
A little pressure on him from the outside. I think it was Jones again from the outside. He spun out to his left and just fired it into the ground. Indiana was the closest one to it and made a play.
Yep. Jerry Jones is again the guy forcing him to get out of the pocket. We got another timeout. The score reads Indiana 35, Nebraska 7. We're back in a minute. This is IU Football, the Neil Tide Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
This is the time to trade to a new Honda. Get more for your trade than ever before. Then save thousands with low 1.9% APR financing. All Hondas are in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs. Come in and trade today. Get more for your trade and save on a new Honda, like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details. Football qualified buyers offer ends 10/30/2024.
This is Hoosier Football from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, when it comes to transportation solutions, Enterprise runs every play in the book. From renting to buying, with cars, commercial trucks, and even passenger vans, Enterprise offers it all. And with more new college graduate hires every year than anyone else, you'll experience professional, spirited customer service that is unlike any other. So whatever your transportation need is, or the next time you have to travel, Enterprise has you covered. Pick the official partner of IU Athletics. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
As a red-blooded IU fan, you know when something's homegrown, Hoosier authentic. That's why you'll love Indiana Kitchen premium pork products. Indiana Kitchen's a real Indiana company that partners with its surrounding family farms to deliver the highest quality, best-tasting pork you can buy. Like Indiana Kitchen bacon. It's cut a little thicker and smoked over natural hardwood for a hearty Hoosier flavor no other brand can match. One taste and you'll know why more people are saying, my brand is Indiana. Find out more at indianakitchen.com. Back here at Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana. Perfect Saturday afternoon and a perfect football game that this Indiana team is playing. I don't want to say it's perfect, but it's close. And Buck, right now with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Indiana leads Nebraska 35-7.
Yeah, it can never be perfect, but boy, I tell you what, it's inching towards it.
Really an amazing performance by this Indiana football team.
You know, here's what's going to happen for everybody. And I know it's scary for some Hoosier people to do. You have to raise expectations. This is really a good football team, and they're going to have to raise their expectations. This is a team that very well could and maybe should make the playoffs.
Well,
they're one of the top 12 teams in the country.
They're playing like it right now, for sure.
And that's the expectation the Indiana fans have to do. I know it's hard, but that's what you have to do.
David Jackson in, throws the football out here, caught by Tyson Lawton. He breaks it to the 40, down to the 30, 25-20, and finally run out of bounds. Another tremendous play with Tyson Lawton taking the pigskin and then sprinting down the sideline. Sierra Wright finally forced him out, but the 35-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, really good throw by the quarterback leading him. That's not an easy throw, but he put it right on him so he could run with it after the catch. In Nebraska, I'm not saying they're not as enthusiastic as they were early, and that's not good against this Indiana bunch.
1st and 10 Indiana at the 16-yard line of the Cornhuskers. Snap back to David Jackson. He hands the ball off to Justice Ellison. This time not much there. Picks up maybe a yard at best. And that's one of the few times that Indiana hasn't been able to take it upfield a little bit. Ty Robinson on the stop. Ball marked at the 15.
Their first down runs, if I was to, without any further statistics, their first down runs have not been great by Indiana today. I'm going to say that's the negative.
Well, Mark Cooper splits to the far side. He's the only one out wide. Here's the snap, a little pitch back. Oh, a halfback pass down the field. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That was not a good throw. And Justice Ellison maybe got a piece of that ball as Justice Ellison tried to throw it left-handed down the field. I guess he's left-handed. We may have found that out today.
So that's the second time they've had that halfback pass. They're 0 for 2. But they're wide open both times. Just ineffective throws.
Look at Sig.
Yeah, he wanted
hands on hips.
Here he goes. He's going to get friendly with somebody.
It is 2nd down and 10. The ball is at the 15-yard line. Here's Taven. He'll lob it to the end zone. Elijah Surratt, if he made the catch, he did. Touchdown! Unbelievable catch by Surratt, who basically had to look over both of his shoulders to get it, and he made the catch. Unbelievable.
You got to quit saying unbelievable, because they keep doing it. Just a tremendous throw by Taven, for one thing.
I got to see the replay.
And he threw it right perfect over the left shoulder, and he was able to turn. That body control by him
it's incredible.
Incredible. It really is. They keep doing it. I mean, they just keep doing it.
Unreal. Surratt makes a phenomenal catch. Jackson's throw was absolutely perfect. And Indiana scores again.
I wouldn't mind a 60 spot. I'd go for 60. What? That's not bad, is it?
No, I don't think so. Here we go. Here's the kick. It is good. Radicic, perfect on the year. He hasn't had many field goals, but he's made all 4 that he's kicked, and he hasn't missed an extra point, so he remains perfect on the season.
42, 20. That's a lot. There's a lot of points, but I think they can do it. Well, a defensive score. They're going to have another defensive score to do it.
All right. Well, here it is, 42-7, 146 to go here.
Let me tell you this: anybody that says I'm piling it on, yes, I am, and I'm enjoying piling it on these guys immensely.
I understand. Today's game sponsored by Smithville. Smithville connects Hoosiers at home and at work through the internet, voice, and smart security solutions. Stick with the home team. Visit smithville.com for more information. We're going to keep it here this time.
Let's see. 42 plus 28. That's 70.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while you're synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com and find out how. Do all your people you play golf with do that? Do they try to find this?
We have added 15 new listeners.
Have we?
Yes.
15?
Yeah, at the minimum, yeah.
Well, I can tell you this, it's entertaining, at least for Indiana people.
I will say this, too. The foul golf course is absolutely gorgeous in the fall. Foul is gorgeous in the fall. Let me just point that out. That is one fine golf course.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And right now, it's perfect, right?
Oh, it's just absolutely perfect. It just, and it's not quite turned yet. You know what I mean? It's not. It's got about 2 more weeks of.
Until it really turns.
Really turns, yeah. It's just. I was out there Thursday, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave. It's so nice.
You know, when you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the new Varsity Network app available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app.
Well, Buck, right now, the question on this football game today is how badly will this affect Nebraska in their next matchup?
Well,
because they haven't had anything like this happen to them.
No,
this season.
They're coming out of their one loss thinking we blew that. They're not giving anybody any credit. And Nebraska never does give anybody any credit. It's always there. It's always.
That's one reason you're having so much fun.
I am having a lot. But anyway, right now I'd be scared to death. I would want Indiana to kick this ball into the end zone so bad so they don't have to deal with it. It's going to really affect them. I think their confidence has got to be shocked right now.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case.
And they're looking at the rest of their schedule. I don't know what it is for sure, but I'm sure it's not going to be a bunch of wins on their minds right now.
Yeah, they just got to get back to what they have been doing after this ball game today.
Well,
because that's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot. They got Ohio State next weekend.
Here comes
maybe
Quinn.
2 weeks again.
Here's Quinn Ward's kick, end over end, high, and it'll be at the 1 yard line. It'll be brought out, and the man takes it right up the middle of the field, and he gets clustered on it right at the 20-yard line. They'll give him the 21, and that's where Elijah Hardy and makes the stop on the ball carrier, and that time looked to me like, was it 14?
There was about 10 guys on that tackle.
Ramir Johnson was the guy who carried it. So the ball is at the 21.
Rayola's still playing. Oh, it's only the third quarter, isn't it? There's a lot of time, man.
Yep, 1:40 left.
Defensive score here.
42-7, Indiana.
Defensive score here, go for 2.
Raiola ready to take the snap. Now he's trying to signal one of his. Here's the snap. They give the football off to a new running back in the ball game. It looked like Gabe Irvin for the first time today. He is one of the guys that gets the play every now and then, but is not a steady performer. Aiden Fisher makes the stop of the play for IU, and the gain is a mere 2 yards.
They moved those guys about, honestly, 6 inches. And he spent 3 seconds to move him 3 inches and got 1 yard.
2nd down and 8. Raiola again ready to take the snap. Raiola looks. This time he fires it down the field, and this catch is out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The man who made the grab out there, Jalen Lloyd, a nice catch, but he was out of bounds when he caught the football, got hit pretty good by an Indiana player as well. So it is now 3rd down and 8. A lot of new faces coming in for the Cornhuskers. 7-13 on 3rd downs today for the Huskers. Ball is resting at the 23 of Indiana. Wide to the near side comes Isaiah Nair. 2 wide receivers to the far side.
Play was an incomplete pass. The play is under further review.
He might have got a little toe down in there.
So they're going to take a look at it.
I don't think Indiana will be too upset if they get this and call a catch.
It is third down and 8. And they've got a big picture of Kurt Cignetti up there, so they're not showing any replays. I was hoping to see if we could get a replay on that play.
There's one on the big screen over here, but
look,
it's
not all that great a big screen picture either.
No.
Can't really tell from that.
The field is very shiny.
On the screen, yeah.
Yeah, really shiny.
So the official takes a look here while we have a chance. We'll tell you that you can join Coach Kurt Cignetti at 7:05 on Thursday nights throughout the season for Inside IU Football. It's presented by CommunityCars.com. It's hosted live at Hoosier Hanks East off of College Mall Road in Bloomington. And we had a packed house this past Thursday night, and what likely will be that scenario for just about every show the rest of the season, because this Indiana football program has turned electric for its fan base, and the fan base is showing their support here today as they have watched this team pull up 42 points on the scoreboard against the Nebraska defense that came into this ball game with a lot of reputation.
Yeah, and their reputation has been soiled. It has. I mean, it has.
I just know how much you enjoy saying that.
After review, the receiver's hand came down in bounds. It is a catch. It will be first down for Nebraska at the 40-yard line.
We're just so upset. So 6 straight games where IU has scored at least 40 points now. It's unbelievable.
They got a 50 spot somewhere along there, I know. Right?
Yep, and a 77.
That's right. They haven't had a 60 yet.
I know that's what you're rooting for. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Love to put a 60 on these games.
Here's the snapback. Here's the throw. Ooh, almost had a little pick there.
That would have been good.
Sean Asbury had the defensive play on it, knocked the ball down. And the ball goes back to the 40. Now it'll be second down and 10.
They need to throw it to the tight end, but he's about their only answer on this football game today.
Yeah, Fedoni has been pretty good for them each time they've thrown to him. Raiola ready to take the snap. Now he says something to the offensive line, moves his running back to his left. I think that once again is Gabe Irvin. And the snap to Raiola. Now a quick throw to the sideline. And he is knocked out of bounds. Making the catch on the near sideline was Barney. Ja'Cory Barney makes the grab, and they've got about a 6-yard gain out of the play. It's third down and 4.
I get a kick out of it. I've been watching Raiola and all these games. He throws the ball sidearm sometimes, you know. And everybody said, well, he looks just like Mahomes. Really?
Third down and 4.
Because he throws his sidearm occasionally?
Here's the snap. This time they hand the ball off, and he pounds his way forward, but it's going to be fourth down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 48-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play, so ball will be marked at the 48. It'll be fourth down and 2. And we've got the end of the third quarter here at the Rock Memorial Stadium. This Indiana football team leads Nebraska 42-7 as they continue their dominance from an offensive perspective as they have all season long. We're back in a moment. This is IU football on the Neil Tire Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you could always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to give you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this football season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers football games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Hey Hoosiers, it's time for adventure in Indiana's great outdoors. Picture yourself in Indiana at our first state park, McCormick's Creek. Join your family and friends traversing limestone canyons and waterfalls, or enjoy the peace and quiet of a night's stay and a great meal at McCormick's Creek State Park's Canyon Inn. Great seasonal rates are available, all just minutes from Bloomington. Make memories naturally in Indiana. Find your next adventure at dnr.in.gov.
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho.
Here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, 15 minutes of football remaining as Indiana dominates Nebraska this afternoon, 42-7 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. And fans, IU Credit Union's been serving Hoosiers since 1956. They are the exclusive provider of the IU Athletics MasterCard debit card. Choose yours from 6 great IU designs and show your Hoosier pride. Visit any IU Credit Union branch or online at iucu.org. Well, Indiana right now in dominant performance here this afternoon against the Nebraska team that came in with a great reputation. They are 5-1 coming into this contest. They will be 5-2 leading out of it. But nevertheless, this Indiana football team has continued to show every time they have had an expectation ball game, Buck, they have absolutely destroyed that expectation with positiveness.
That's what I said earlier. Indiana fans, because this football team's expectations are really high.
No question.
And the fans have got to jump right on board with that expectation. And they got to expect to win every game they play. Every single game they play, they need to expect to win. Now, it's been a long time since I said that.
That's true. I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
Well, I used to believe it back in the 80s and 90s, but I haven't said that since. But this football team is legit.
And the interesting thing here, Buck, too, and we've talked about the offense, but you got to admire what the defense does as well.
Oh, you do. You really do. Because it's not easy playing defense in this day and age. And they're making this Nebraska team, which wasn't great on offense, but, solid. Kind of like what Rule talked about our defense. Solid, functional defense. But, they played well. And the thing you'd like to see them do, and they've done it a little bit today, they got 2 turnovers, is continue that trend. Get the ball back to this explosive offense. They'll add 7 to 10 points a game to a really already explosive offense. So keep working on that and just keep getting it here. Because this is 4th down?
4th and 2.
Oh, okay. Let's turn this thing over.
Raiola under center this time. Ready to take the snap. And does, and...
What happened there?
Well, the whistle blew. Procedure violation.
False start.
So false.
Number 54. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
So a false start by Nebraska is going to walk them 5 yards back, and now it's 4th down and about 7. And the question is, will they punt it now?
Oh, I don't think so. Oh, they are. Oh, my gosh. They threw up the white flag.
Yeah, they're bringing in the punting unit.
No, they're not.
Oh, I take it back. Is that a different...
They just brought 5 guys in.
Is that the quarterback that's different? Yeah.
No, that's Raiola.
That's Raiola.
Now they're going to call timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout.
You think they're in a state of flux right now?
Dante
30-second timeout.
Dowdell has come back into the ball game as the running back, but that may change when they come back out. So timeout is called here, and this will be a 30-second timeout, I believe.
This has been a long quarter break right here.
Yeah.
I lost track of what's going on.
Yep, it's the 4th quarter, but we haven't got a second off the clock yet.
No, for the last 15 minutes, it's been the 4th quarter.
How many of these we got left? Just those? Okay, well, we're basically going to have to start filling time on.
Oh, boy, that's bad for me. That's bad.
You want me to bring Sammy in?
I could lose my mind over here. I got to be careful.
Indiana walks out there. It's going to be a 4th down.
They're going to go for it. Why not? If I'm them, why not? They're liable to get it punt blocked anyway. I mean, they're so bad in the kicking game.
4th down and 7. Dowdell is the running back. Back goes Raiola. Going to throw it down the field. Incomplete. Indiana, no flags on the play, and it's Indiana football. And the offense will come back out on the field.
We tried to go to the tight end down the seam right there. Really good defense. I didn't see the number there. 41 maybe?
I think Isaiah Jones was the man that 46.
46.
I think he was the guy that had something to do with that one.
All over that. They had no chance getting that completed.
So the football will be resting at the Nebraska 43-yard line, and that's where Indiana's offense will take over. Taven Jackson is playing the entire second half thus far, and we think he'll be in there for the rest of the half because we haven't seen much of Curtis Rourke at all.
We're not going to see Rourke, but we might see 2 or 3 other guys.
Could see Tyler Cherry maybe.
Yeah.
And Alberto Mendoza. Those are possible freshmen that could play.
We got a penalty here.
Who's this on?
It could be a substitution problem. Maybe it's a sideline warning.
Referee and the other official are talking. One of the line judges.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Nebraska head coach. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
Stop it. Stop
That's the coach's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
Stop it. That is awesome.
All right, hang in there, big boy.
I'm losing it, man.
The ball is now at the 28-yard line, and Indiana has a first.
What? He should not be saying a word.
Anderson Kobe is wide to the far side. Omar Cooper wide to the near. Indiana switches a couple of players to the right side. Taven Jackson takes the snap, hands the ball. Justice Ellison pops his way forward. Nice little run there for about 4, maybe 5, close to 5 yards on the play. And it'll be second down. We're going to say 4. It'll be second down and 6.
The starting offensive unit is still on the field.
Indiana, number 8, lost its helmet on the play. Must leave the game for 1 down.
And that, of course, Kalon Black, who was in the ball game just for a second or 2.
They got the first team offense still in there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at 60, man.
Ellison is the running back now. Justice to the left of Taven Jackson. Kobe is in there as a wide receiver. Miles Price is too, so is Omar Cooper. Here's the snapback. Jackson hand it off. This time, Kalon Black. Nope, I take it back. Justice Ellison is the man who, oh, they got a scrum there. Everybody on top of it, but moving the feet pretty strong that time was Ellison. And Sua Lefotu is the man who makes the stop for Nebraska. And the ball's at the 20. It's now a 3rd down and 2.
My wife calls that the swarm.
It looks like the tush push. It's a swarm. The swarm. Anderson Kobe wide to the far side. Now Cross goes in motion to the left and sets himself. Here's the snap and the give. Right up the gut. Justice Ellison pounds his way down to the 10-yard line and dropped there, but a nice first down run. Mario Buford makes the stop of the play. Boy, Ellison has been tremendous.
Tremendous today. Catching the ball, running the ball. Got Black coming back in the football game now. He's going to get the touchdown maybe.
So Black is back in there.
Because that touchdown is inevitable right now.
Ellison on 10 carries has 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yep.
How many catches he got? Super stats.
Check that in a minute. Now Taven Jackson ready to take the snap. Does so. Hands off to Kalon. And Kalon Black. Touchdown.
2 catches. It was inevitable that touchdown was going to be made. Because Nebraska is wandering around, wondering what time the bus is leaving.
Nebraska, number 92, lost its helmet on the play. Must leave the game for 1 down.
So Indiana continues its roughshod effort over this Nebraska Cornhusker team, a defense that was just touted coming into this contest today.
No rushing touchdowns, and how many is that for Indiana? Huh?
That was the other thing.
4.
They had not allowed a rushing touchdown all season until today.
All right, we can get within 11 here.
And here comes Radicic. They kick the extra point on its way and up, and it is in. And Indiana is out on top 49-7 with 13 minutes and 1 second remaining in this contest. Unbelievable. So, we'll be back in a moment. This is IU Football, the Neil Town Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Hoosier Football from Learfield.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your Checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. IU Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their Checkoff.
Subaru is Consumer Reports 2024 Best Mainstream Automotive Brand and has earned more IIHS top safety awards than any other brand since 2013. With 96% of all Subarus sold in the past 10 years still on the road and over 7 million Subarus built right here in Indiana, you know you're getting a quality vehicle. Royal Subaru has been serving Bloomington, Indiana for over 40 years. Visit us today at our East 3rd Street location or at royaleastsubaru.com.
Once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Bloomington, Indiana, this Indiana football team absolutely dominating this afternoon over the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They lead 49-7 with 13 minutes and 1 second remaining in this football game today. A 10-yard touchdown run by Kalon Black adds to Indiana's tremendous effort here this afternoon. And Taven Jackson, of course, has been in there as the quarterback since the third quarter began. And the primary reason is we don't know the reason exactly, but the quarterback for Indiana, who has been so tremendous all season long, Curtis Rourke, has been on the sideline in street clothes for the second half of this contest. So that's a little bit concerning because he has been tremendous throughout this ball game and every game that he's played this year. But we'll just have to wait and see what that story is.
Just enjoy this one right now and figure it out later.
Right now, Quinn Warren ready to kick off once again. He's getting a workout today.
Well, he's getting
plenty of kicks in. This one's going to come down, and at the 5-yard line, it'll be brought back upfield. Johnson with it, takes it across the timeline. He got way out there, and he has finally brought down. Indiana's coverage on that one, not good at all. He brought it all the way up across the 40 before he went to the ground. They're going to mark it at the 45.
I think the kicker made the tackle, though, didn't he?
He may have.
He did. He did. He was the last guy. That's probably going to be, if Nebraska didn't have more problems, their kicker just tackled their best returner.
We'll see where it goes here.
Starting to replace some guys on defense, it looks like.
You know what? It was him.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who it was. So does that return guy.
And so now, do we have a new quarterback in there? We do have a new quarterback in there for Nebraska, and he's going to run with it this time. And that's Heinrich Harburg, who carries the football for a first down, getting it out of bounds on the far sideline at about the 45. Bryson Bonds makes the stop of the play. But
they'll run this dude a little bit here.
And then it looks to me like Indiana's going to have a lot of different folks in there, too.
Yeah, they're going to have a few people in there.
We'll try to pick up who is in the ball game at
one at a time, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. I just saw Darren McCulley come out of the contest. I don't know what he was doing in there. Anyway, here's a throw down the field, and they get it on the near sideline, and the catch is made by Isaiah Nair, and he is brought out to the sideline. He gets a first down at the 33 of Indiana. So all of a sudden, Nebraska moving quickly. JoJo Johnson ran him out. So Indiana's got a lot of their second-team defensive players in the ballgame right now. And these guys haven't had their feet wet for a while.
They've been standing over there for a long time.
Yes, they have.
Hard to get loose.
Now Raiola's back in. So Raiola, the starting quarterback, back in the ball game. Back he goes to throw it this time. Looks, throws it down the field. Catch is made by Fedoni, and he gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. The tight end, who's been involved in a lot of their best plays so far this afternoon, Josh Sanguinetti, got a shoestring tackle on him before he got to the end zone. 28 yards on that play, and they're at the 5.
Yeah. There's 6 guys, 7, 8 new players for Indiana defense right now. Is it the starting bunch coming back in? I bet it is.
Could be. Back up. We got to play a little flag here, and we got a timeout called by Indiana.
Timeout, Indiana. They're first of the half.
Indiana put their first team back in.
Yep.
Stop them from
scoring. They're going to try and keep them from scoring again.
This is a 30-second timeout.
So this will be a short one. Yep. Kurt Signetti not wanting to give up a touchdown here so easily. And he is pointing down the field at somebody. I'm not sure who. Oh, he's upset. Something happened. I don't know exactly what.
Let me tell you something. Head coaches are the absolute worst during blowouts. The worst. They are so cranky, so mad at everybody.
Because it's too easy, right?
Yeah, and he didn't want anybody letting down. Because once there's a letdown, then he thinks that's going to last forever. So those guys, Coach Mallory was the absolute scourge of the West whenever we were beating somebody bad. It was stay away from him because he's going to rip you.
Banks and Lloyd are the wide receivers far side. Back goes Raiola to throw the football. Fires it to the end zone. And incomplete. Nice defensive job over there. And I think that was... No, I take it back.
It was a penalty. They didn't call either. He was holding on to it.
Was that right?
Oh, my goodness. He was grabbing onto it the
But
whole time.
the ball comes back to the 5. No
yes,
flag.
It does. No flag. Because guess what those officials want to do, too?
Yeah, they got the whole first team defense back in.
They do. They don't want it.
2nd and goal at the 5. Raiola ready to take the snap. Lobs it in the end zone and over the hill. I'll tell you what, Banks almost came up with a tremendous catch, but he could not hang on, and it's incomplete. Now we got 3rd and goal.
Well, he was running a slant. The ball went on a fade, and he adjusted, tried to make his body turn. He couldn't do it.
So now it is 3rd down and goal. You know they've got 2 downs here. Isaiah Jones will check in.
I was hoping they'd try and kick a field goal. That would be a comedy expense.
Can't quite pick up. Is that Gabe Irvin back? I don't think that's Irvin, though. Raiola is under center. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Whoa, what a hit. What a pop. James Carpenter leveled him at the 6-yard line. A yard lost in the play. It's 4th and goal. What a big-time hit by Carpenter.
Just defeated his blocker and stood right in the hole and finished it with a strong tackle. You know, that's these guys. The first team was out of the game, thinking they were done. Puts them back in and they come out playing hard again. That's not easy to do.
Nope.
And they have come out and just played hard again.
And now Nebraska on a 4th down and goal at the 6. Raiola takes the snap, looks to the end zone, gets hit. He goes down. They stop him at the 15-yard line with a sack, and Indiana will take over the football. But Kyle Kamara was the first man there. Looked like there was somebody ready to throw a couple of punches out there.
They need to get everybody. Oh, Nebraska just punched a guy.
Yep. They grabbed, I'll tell you what.
Coaching staff for Indiana did a great job of getting on the field.
They sure did.
Pulling guys off. Unbelievable job.
A lot of the strength guys were out there. Sig goes out there, too.
Yeah, he was out quick.
Yep. I'll tell you what. They don't want any of that stuff going on.
No.
Yeah, we got timeout.
They're going to look at this, I bet.
All right, we're back in a minute. This is IU Football and the Neil Town Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Indiana Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This is Indiana football from Learfield.
IU Credit Union. Buy a car, take a trip, see the sights, get away.
We can help make this happen. Come see us today.
Buy a ring, get married, start a family.
We've got your back. Find your destiny.
Buy a house, fix it up, turn it into a home.
We're here. You don't have to do it on your own. Let us help with your savings and loans.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase a dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Back once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Indiana 49, Nebraska 7 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. We have 10 minutes and 31 seconds left in this football game. A skirmish at the end of the sack that time didn't lead to any kind of penalties thrown against anybody. So that's a little bit surprising because there was some real shoving and those kinds of things going on. But the official stepped in, but so did the Indiana coaching staff to get this thing calmed down.
Yeah, it got calmed down pretty quick, but it could flare back up. Because I know there's a bunch of embarrassed guys in white jerseys right now. And they're not going to do anything. I thought they might look at it from the up above or someplace. Because there was a little bit more than just your normal stuff going on. I'm glad everybody's safe because you don't want anybody not playing next week. So
that's exactly right.
Yep.
You know, no one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM Big Ten Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2024. IU defense today, 7 points. They've given up 7 points. Is that total yards? 287 yards. 2 turnovers for Nebraska. 7 tackles for a loss for Indiana. And 4 fourth down stops for IU. David Jackson back in there as the quarterback, and he will hand the ball off. They'll take it right up the gut. Indiana not trying to do much with this one thus far with about a 3-yard gain on the play. And that was Kalon Black who got the ball, the carry that time. Sua Lefotu is the man who makes the stop for Nebraska at 2nd and 7.
You know, those backs, Black's he's fighting for more playing time, so he's gonna keep ripping it in there too.
Right.
The receiving core, some new guys there, it looks like.
As Kobe is back in there as a wide out to the far side, to the near side, E.J. Williams. The slot receiver to the left can't quite pick up his number just yet. We'll get it for you when we have an opportunity. David Jackson back to throw it this time. Looks, now he's going to run with it to the left. And he's going to scurry with it to the sideline, and he'll go out of bounds after picking up about 10 or 12 yards. Vincent Shavers Jr. ran him out over there, but David Jackson's got some speed as a runner.
I tell you, they've really done a nice job with him. Talk about coaching. They have made this guy, you haven't seen him much this year, but they have really improved his footwork, and his decision-making has been good whenever he's played. Just haven't had a real big source of information yet, but they've done a nice job with this kid.
Keyshawn Williams is one of the receivers in the ball game for IU right now. Taven sends Zach Horton to the left side H-back position. And here's a throw out there. The catch is made immediately, and he gets away. Anderson Kobe battling his way down there with a really nice catch, and then a nice shedding of a tackle before he gets brought to the ground by Jeremiah Charles. And Indiana's going to have the ball at the 35-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd down and 2.
They just don't know any other way to play.
They just play hard.
Time and score, and Coach Signetti said that all along. Time and score doesn't make any difference. Just play. Play to your expectation and to your level of standard, and that's exactly what this football team does.
Cross, Williams, and Kobe are the wide receivers in there. Black stays in as the running back. Jackson ready to take the snap, does so, fires a little quickie out here, and he gets to Zach Horton. He takes it down the left sideline. He gets it across the 45 before he's shoved out of bounds by Kobe Bretz. And Indiana's got themselves another 1st down, and this time they'll mark it at the 46-yard line.
Oh, boy, look at who's coming in at tailback. The touchdown maker.
Oh, it's the Justice. Elijah Green. Oh, yeah. Elijah Green, we haven't seen him for a few ball games either.
Shoosh. Watch this.
Elijah Green now in the backfield with Jackson. 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far. Elijah moves to the right of Taven. Now the handoff goes to Elijah right up the gut. And there he goes. And he pounds his way for a 9-yard pickup on his first carry. Fresh legs, Buck. Fresh legs.
I'm just waiting for the explosion right here, man.
Vincent Shavers makes the stop in that play, and Indiana's got a 2nd down now and 2.
Can't go for 4.
Buck is looking for 60 today for it. Fans, if you're listening in now.
Yeah, my math is right now I'm 2 scores away.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Horton switches to the right side. Here's the snap. Jackson hands it off. It's again Elijah Green again. We almost had a breakaway there, but he couldn't quite shed the second tackler. And that guy brought him down. That was Kobe Bretz once again. So now it's third down and about 3.
They're just kind of putting the football in the middle of the formation here. Is Horton still in the game?
He is in the ball game, or at least he was. I don't know if he came out after that play or not.
That's where they're probably going to go to here, I think. Horton's still in the game, playing wideout now.
Yep.
How valuable is that dude? You don't talk about him much, just when you need him.
E.J. Williams is in there as well, along with Horton. All the receivers, 3 of them to the near side. Jackson back to throw. Roars right, throws it, and it's dropped. Addison Kobe makes doesn't make the catch. And so now Indiana's got a 4th down.
A little tougher catch than usual. Kind of low and in front of him. And this is the first one of these we've seen today.
A punt. James Evans is going to come in and punt it away.
Field goals and punts are allergic to this offense. They don't like to do either one of those.
No, they do not. James Evans, who's a really good punter, has not been in much action this year. And he awaits the snap.
I'm glad he found his helmet.
That was his first year faux pas. Here's the punt, and they're going to try and receive it. And Addison Kobe, who just dropped that pass, got his lick in. Addison Kobe put a real pop, and that was a 32-yard punt and a 5-yard return by Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. But Isaiah Garcia Castaneda didn't go far. That was really a hit by Kobe.
I heard that one.
Timeout.
Way up here.
Yep, timeout once again. 6:17 on the clock. 49-7. Indiana over Nebraska. Back in a moment. IU football on the Neil Tine Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at Athletico.com. Proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
The Indiana Hoosiers play here. This is Hoosier football from Learfield.
The 181st Intelligence Wing is one of the leading intelligence organizations in the Air National Guard. Located at home at Field Air National Guard Base, Terre Haute, Indiana, the 181st Intelligence Wing supports contingencies around the world while ensuring readiness to support our local community and the great state of Indiana. Call 812-877-5200 or visit our website, Facebook, or Instagram for more information.
As a red-blooded IU fan, you know when something's homegrown, Hoosier authentic. That's why you'll love Indiana Kitchen premium pork products. Indiana Kitchen's a real Indiana company that partners with its surrounding family farms to deliver the highest quality, best-tasting pork you can buy. Like Indiana Kitchen bacon. It's cut a little thicker and smoked over natural hardwood for a hearty Hoosier flavor no other brand can match. One taste and you'll know why more people are saying, my brand is Indiana. Find out more at IndianaKitchen.com. Indiana 49, Nebraska 7 with 6 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this football game as the Indiana Hoosiers have dominated the Cornhuskers here this afternoon in Bloomington. Looking for more college football action following our broadcast? Check out the College Football Blitz for free. It's by going to the Varsity Network app. It's the college football audio version of the NFL Red Zone channel every Saturday from noon to midnight Eastern. Just search College Football Blitz on the Varsity Network app. The Indiana offense today has been special. 479 yards of offense, 276 passing, 203 running, 3 touchdown passes, 4 touchdown runs against the Nebraska defense that hadn't given up a running touchdown until this game here this afternoon out of their first 7 of the season. Here we go. Raiola back in, and he just flipped the ball up there, and Indiana intercepted it. It got tipped out there. Somebody got a hand on it, and we'll have to figure out who made the interception. It was Elijah Hardy, the redshirt freshman from Lakeland, Florida, who's getting a lot of play at that linebacking post, and he made the interception there.
Well,
can't quite tell. Buck's looking for 60, just so you know. And it's 49 on the scoreboard thus far.
Well,
Marcus Burris got the touch, got the deflection. And the interception is the third of the day for Raiola.
We need to get one more.
Right now you're settling for one more.
No, I'm not settling. Just one at a time.
Here's David Jackson running the football himself. Breaks to the 10. Gets it down to around the 6. Flag comes down late. Flag comes down a second time. And we'll see what that's all about.
It's got to be
face mask.
I mean, that's where it happened.
Holding. Offense number 7. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
That was E.J. Williams. So E.J. makes a mistake there. Indiana gets a penalty, and it's going to force them to come back a little bit. Negates the run by Jackson. The ball comes back out to the 17-yard line. So it's now...
that's it. It's first down and 7 because the holding call for the spot. They take the penalty, and Indiana gains 3 yards.
Here's the snap. Taven hands it off. Kalon Black breaks a tackle or two, forces him way down to around the 12-yard line. Pretty good run with a lot of people over there trying to get him stopped. Keonda Davis finally does, and they're going to mark the football at the 12. So now it's Indiana with a second down and 3. Kobe comes back into the lineup for IU at a wide receiver.
They can get any time they want. If they just run a bootleg with Tevin off of a action play to the other way, just like they did before, it'll be a touchdown. Just don't even put anybody out there. Just run him a post, fake the ball to the right, keep it. It's a touchdown.
Jackson with Black to his left. Puts a man in motion. That's Keyshawn Williams to the outside. Here's the snap. Jackson back to throw and fires it. And the ball is caught out there. And I think it was Zach Horton who made the catch. And there's a flag that comes down as Jackson got knocked to the ground after the play. I think there's going to be a penalty against Nebraska.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Low hit on the quarterback. Defense number 32. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Ramir Stewart is the guilty party there, and now they're half the distance to the goal, and that puts the ball at the 4-yard line. And Buck, you're about to get it. It's about to come to you.
It's going to get one more. We're going to get closer.
Here comes Zach back.
How about Zach still being in the game? My goodness gracious.
Horton still running back out on the field.
Love to get him a touchdown here as long as he's in.
That'd be good. That'd be really good. Keyshawn Williams splits to the far side of the field. E.J. Williams to the near side. Another new running back in there. Here's the snap. They give it to the freshman, I believe. And that is, no, it's Elijah Green.
It's Elijah.
And Elijah is the man who carried the pigskin, but he gets it down to the 1, doesn't quite get it in. Lefotu makes the tackle for Nebraska, but Indiana again knocking at the door with a second down and goal.
Bring another extra lineman in.
E.J. Williams stays in there. And Miles Cross is coming in. Nope, Williams checks out, and that's who Cross comes in for. Zach Horton will be the H-back on the left side. Elijah Green is the running back. David Jackson sends a man in motion, hands it off to Elijah Green, and he basically untouched goes into the end zone. And Indiana has put 55 on the scoreboard here this afternoon. 50-plus points since 2015 for Indiana. That's unbelievable. That was versus Purdue. I'm not understanding you here, Sammy. I know 2015, but IU has scored 50-plus points. And the first Big Ten game that they've scored. Okay, gotcha. So the first Big Ten game that Indiana scored 50 points in is this one today since 2015.
You know, if they go for 2 here, a field goal will get you 60.
And the extra point kick by Radicic is good. So Indiana has put 56 on the scoreboard here this afternoon. There's the 6 up there. You just want that 0, don't you?
My expectations are high.
I understand. We're going to keep it here with 3:45 to go because we know we got a 2-minute timeout coming up here in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. But
a defensive score wouldn't be the worst thing that ever happened.
No, it would not. That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be cool. This Nebraska bunch is. They've lost their will to do something.
Yes, they have. Not much. Indiana's accomplished pretty much everything they wanted to today.
And I think probably more.
And more.
I don't know that they thought 56-7 was going to be.
Well, do you think anybody did? Not too many.
I'm pretty sure Rule didn't. Unless he thought he was going to get 56, which is possible.
Well,
anytime. I'm not going to.
Here's what I do know, Buck. This Indiana football team is really good.
They're really good. And Coach Rule, anytime somebody gets labored the savior or
here's a pooch kick,
all that stuff, you know.
And
there are no saviors in college football. There are no.
Yep. Right.
There are no answers. It just anytime that stuff happens and they start believing it, put 56, 60 on them. That's the way I look at it.
Well, right now, the Nebraska Cornhuskers have the football. They have a pooch kick by Quinn Warren. Gave him that short field there, and they have the football at the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cornhuskers.
That catch and return probably be on their highlight tape for this game.
And I think we got a new quarterback again. Yes, we do. And he runs with it, and he's a good runner. And he carries it all the way across the 45-yard line out to about the 47. Isaiah Jones finally made the tackle on the play, but he picks up good yardage. And that's Heinrich Harburg, who is a junior out of Kearney, Nebraska, subbing in here today for Raiola, who has struggled much of the afternoon. Quentin Ives is now the running back in the ball game for the Cornhuskers. He's on the left side of Harburg, and Harburg again carries the pigskin himself, and this time he's dropped after a couple of yards on the play out to about the 47-yard, make it the 48-yard line. Down to 3 minutes left, and the clock ticking here as both teams, I'm sure, are willing to let this clock run out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a lot of throws by Nebraska here.
Ives is the running back to the left of Harburg. Harburg awaits the snap. Here it is, and nice run by Ives of about 2 yards to the 50-yard line. So, Indiana, again, with a 3rd down 6 situation on defense. Bryson Bonds that's his 3rd or 4th tackle here this afternoon.
Just recently, right?
Yeah, he's made a lot of them here in the second half. All of them in the second half, in fact.
I wonder if they're going to use the clock here. Nebraska. Use the whole 40
I think so.
clock.
Yeah, looks like it. They're letting this thing run down.
That'll get to the 2-minute timeout.
Yep.
Sure.
So we are going to get to the 2-minute timeout, and we will be back here in
timeout.
Just a couple of minutes as Indiana leads 56-7 over the Nebraska Cornhuskers with just 2 minutes to go in this football game. We're back in a moment. This is IU football on the Neil Tide Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
Smithville has been a proud sponsor of IU Athletics since 2009 and in the communication business since 1922. So we know how important it is to have a reliable internet connection when IU is playing. Watch the Hoosiers this season with gig speeds from Smithville. At the game, keep an eye on your home or business right from your phone with our smart security options. At home or at work, trust Smithville to connect you to fiber internet, voice and security solutions. To learn more, call 800-742-4084 or visit smithville.com.
Could you use some extra cash right now? You could earn up to $150 when you open a personal checking account with Centra. Centra's checking accounts are designed to fit your needs. Open your checking account online at Centra.org or stop by a Centra location today. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Limited time offer. Full requirements, including eligible accounts and disclosures, available at Centra.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
This is the time to trade to a new Honda. Get more for your trade than ever before. Then save thousands with low 1.9% APR financing. All Hondas are in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, hybrids, and EVs. Come in and trade today. Get more for your trade and save on a new Honda, like the 2024 Honda Accord, now with low 1.9% APR financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details for qualified buyers. Offer ends 10/31/24.
Once again here at the Rock Memorial Stadium, Indiana with a dominant performance here this afternoon, leading Nebraska 56-7 with just 2 minutes remaining in this football game. Indiana today has been phenomenal in the red zone. 7 for 7, Buck, in the red zone today for Indiana. Converted all 7 of their appearances in the red zone this afternoon.
That's, the score indicates they've been doing things pretty well. That's a pretty good indicator. You're doing things well, especially the 7 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
And to be perfect, that's even better, I guess.
Yeah. Yep, no doubt about it. They've scored just a dominating performance by this Indiana football team. I say surprising, but it's really not.
Well, I don't know. I'd say in a Big Ten game, I mean, has there been one anywhere? No, Oregon last night against Purdue was pretty dominating, but it wasn't 56. There hasn't been one like this in the Big Ten yet. Ohio State hasn't done it to anybody.
You're right. But I say it's not surprising because we've seen this team run this kind of offensive play all year long.
No, the effectiveness of the offense is not surprising. Now, 56-7.
I know. Against the defense we thought was the best in Indiana faced up to this point.
Well, they are.
Here is the quarterback Harburg, pitches it out, this time to Ivy. Flag comes down. And we'll see what that's all about, but it was a good run. He picked up about 6 yards for the first down, it looked like.
Looks like holding to me, but what do I know?
We'll see what they're discussing. There are 4 officials all together down there.
Decide which one they want to put it on. Which one they want to believe.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, third down.
And here's the other thing today. The freshman quarterback for Nebraska, Buck, 28 of 44. Threw the ball 44 times.
The penalty is from the previous spot. Third down.
They got no chance with them throwing the ball 44 times. None. They got 0 chance. How many rushing yards do they have? Which is ridiculously low.
Yeah, they got 76.
Yeah. Well, they gotta be
not happy.
They got to find some more ink because there's a lot of stuff they got to change to get better.
And once again, Harburg takes the snap for Nebraska, back to throw it, and he fires it down the field, and it's incomplete. A pretty good defensive play there by Indiana. They were going for Fedoni, I think, the tight end, but Sedarius Doss got a piece of that and knocked it to the ground.
Yeah, I would say Fedoni got a pass broken up on that one because that was more towards Indiana than anywhere else.
Yep. So we'll see. Will they punt it? I would assume so, but maybe not. Again, this quarterback's still in there.
If they don't punt it and Indiana gets a stop here, the 60 watch is on.
Harburg ready to take the snap.
I don't think he'll need it.
Here it is. And the throw down the field, and it is deflected away by an Indiana player, and Indiana will get the football.
Here we go.
Jamari Sharp got a piece of it, deflected it out of bounds, and now Indiana will take over the football.
Now, will he kneel it? He got a new quarterback coming in.
Yeah, Tyler Cherry.
Maybe.
We'll see. Let's see.
Nope. He's going to kneel it. They're going to put him in there and kneel it. Yeah, they're going to victory formation. They're going to They're not going to do it, Don.
Well, Buck, I think you pretty much made your point anyway.
No, my point was you would like to see him get 60. That was my point.
They're going to just be a little shy.
They are going to be shy. Good effort, though. Good try, boys.
Here's the snap. David Jackson puts the knee down.
Nebraska don't do anything crazy. Taking free shots. That was a free shot for Nebraska. Come on, man. That's the worst. Victory formation to take a shot at an offensive lineman.
Yep.
That's...
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch what I see here.
There's going to be 4 eyes on that, maybe more. But I'm anxious to see it too.
Indiana lets the clock run. So
you still got to keep working after this.
I know a little bit.
I got free eyes right now.
Here's the snap back. Taven puts the knee down again. And are we going to get to it? Nope. We're going to have to do it one more time. So we're going to get down inside right around 7-6-6. They're going to put the knee down again right away.
Yeah, right away.
Yep. Put the knee down again, and that will do it. This is history. The ball game is over. Both ball clubs start across the field. And obviously, Indiana players going out there celebrating. And I'm watching and still watching. And there's the handshake.
Oh, back pat.
Yep,
everything's forgiven.
Everything's forgiven. All right, Indiana victorious this afternoon over the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The final score, 56-7. Indiana dominates Nebraska here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.